Hi, everybody. Today's date is Wednesday, 8th of May, 2024. No script, from memory, goldfish memory, all that bollocks. But good evening, everybody. I am Mr. Brune, and guess what? We are back because we didn't finish. We didn't finish. Yes. Late again. Better late than never. Was I being too optimistic thinking we could put this puppy to bed in 12 hours on Saturday? I think I was. I think we all were. But anyway, good evening, everybody. It's Brune. I hope you are all doing very well today. We'll just get on with it. I'll get the guests in. Okay, so first up, Jedi, power phasers, etc., etc. Not Brian.
Hey, good evening,
Wee.
Brune. Good
Hello, mate.
evening, chat.
How you doing?
And I wrote to you, good evening, fellow guests. There's no fellow guests yet. How are we all?
Not bad, are you, my friend?
I'll be all right once the drink kicks in about 10:30. A bit ropey till then.
Yeah, what are we drinking this evening, my good friend?
Jack Daniels, thankfully.
Oh.
I purchased a bottle just specifically for this stream. I thought drinking the good lady's slow gin was going to end up me being physically assaulted, so I thought I'd move on.
He of the Daniels.
Yes.
It is great to have you on, my friend. Shall we get the said guests, the next one?
Too kind, Mr. Brown. Yes, let's do it.
Sometimes. Okay, next. Reach around power droid, golden moisture evaporators, etc., etc. Zee-ThreePIO.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. How is
How you
everybody?
doing?
I'm very good, thank you. Looking very forward to spending the next 12 hours summarising the last 45 minutes of the movie as we compensate for overproduction of slides.
Oh, no. It was great.
It was great. Very enjoyable.
There were some hardcore people who stayed for the entire 12 hours. Can you believe it? They're amazing.
Yeah, and one of them wasn't you.
I know. I had a 96-year-old father to feed. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Can you believe it? So, Z, are you well, my friend?
I most certainly am. Look, raring and ready to go.
Great to have you on, my friend. Shall we get the next peep out?
Let's do it.
Okay. Here we go, folks. Amusing story at the ready. Darth Kiplin.
Hello, Brown. How are we this evening? I quite enjoyed the stream on Saturday, listening to everybody's accounts of this rather substandard Star Wars film. But even though the experience was enjoyable, I felt like I needed a new cake to eat during the entire 12-hour stream. I was getting rather peckish, so I decided to invent one. Would you like to hear my commercial for
Always.
the release for it? Well. One fine day, I had an intriguing encounter involving the culinary dark maestro Darth Kipling, who bestowed upon me a unique new delight called Rancor Bites. These tarts, shaped like the veiny brown testicles of the fearsome Rancor, were a captivating sight, and we challenged each other to see who could swallow a tart whole. However, a most unexpected event transpired as amid our cheerful conversation, one of my royal guards broke wind, echoing through the chamber like a monstrous roar. To our astonishment, he followed through, creating a rather embarrassing patch of bum gravy on his cherry red-coloured robes. The room filled with laughter as we watched him make the potty dance all the way to the Death Star bogs. And it as it transpired, we had sneakily stolen
Pull it
one.
together.
He had sneakily stolen one before they were cooked and shot himself to death. But despite the interruption, I must confess, the moist brown coating of each tart wasn't in the slightest bit off-putting. Certainly, Lord Kipling does create exceedingly moist shards.
Get out, swappers.
You're banned. Fuck off.
Yes, I'm eating one now. They're delectable.
Oh, here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Hello, Ian.
Hello. I just like to say that I hate this movie. Totally hate Tack.
You're not alone.
Clones.
Good night, everybody. Ian's killed it. See you next week, everybody. Tell you about it.
It is shit, actually.
Oh,
How's everybody? Okay.
well, not bad. Not bad. Well, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know what? I'm just on off thing here. You know what I'm watching?
what?
I'm watching Baby Reindeer.
What a great series that is.
Honestly,
Mental.
that's a fucked up show, right?
Sent from
really
my
is.
iPhone.
If you ever get a chance to watch it
It's
at your
brilliant.
peril. Watch it at your peril. That's all I can say.
What's that called?
Baby
Baby
Reindeer.
Reindeer.
It's about a female stalker.
Yeah, she's horrible.
What?
Pretty sure my missus was a stunt double in the show.
There was one so I'm on episode 4 where Z, if you've seen it,
Oh, is
tells,
it
I
better
have.
than Barry?
tells the backstory of what happened to him. So I'm up to that one. My God, this show is just fucked up, man. It's
And
totally...
based on a true story.
Is it? Oh my God.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
the person who's playing the woman actually came out and did an interview last week.
Came out.
Oh, right. You know what? His girlfriend is really, really gorgeous, actually.
Ace 2, these are introductions.
Sorry, mate. I digress. I digress.
Okay. Great to have you on, mate.
Gotta be better than watching Attack of the Clones, let me tell you.
Okay. Guess what? There is
One more.
another.
It's another.
Yeah, and it isn't Princess Leia.
I
It's-
never meant to cause you
Oh.
any sorrow.
Oh God! Oh,
I
God,
never
no.
meant to cause you any pain, man babies. I only wanted one time to see you gagging. I only want to see you choking on Liam Neeson's purple vein. Come on, sing along. Purple vein.
Vein.
Purple
vein.
Oh.
Get your lighters in the air, man babies. Purple vein.
Purple
Purple
vein.
vein. Liam Neeson.
Wait a sec.
Purple vein. I only want to see fellatio on Liam Neeson's purple vein. Hello, my
Purple
baby.
vein. Purple
How did
vein.
we get to this? This show was never like this. Why is there so? Honestly, you guys are terrible.
It took us 3.5 years to get
This
to this.
show was
Yeah.
never like this.
To get this
show-
chaotic and disorganized takes practice.
never like
what?
this.
I don't understand. Why didn't you finish? I set you off on such a good pace, Brownie. We
Because
covered at
some-
least 9 minutes in the first 2.5 hours. I mean, what went wrong?
I think it
Went
was
right.
Platoon took his time. You see, I told him speed up, but you know.
Fucking hell.
Right, this
Ah.
stream's got a time limit, right? Because people have got to sleep, so we
Yeah,
can't do another 10 hours on
yeah.
this one.
Yeah, I will say, if I may, Platoon was the best on
bestest.
Saturday. He's great on Saturday. Yeah. Okay, so are we doing it then, Roo?
Do we have to, or I mean, always,
Well, there is a time limit because
go for it,
it's 4. Is it 4 weeks to the Akashite?
oh, you put in a 4-week time limit on this. Okay, right, okay. Pressure's on, guys.
The pressure's on, folks. The pressure is on.
Here we go. So we were talking about this in the green room, and just for the benefit of the chat, and hello to the man babies and man
Good
ladies
evening,
in
man
the chat.
babies.
So we decided, just because we don't know who's seen what, and obviously we all did different stints, so we're going to go back to the start. We're going to
Oh,
make sure we
no.
cover it properly this time, so don't worry. And before we do, Zee's got a nice little recap for us, don't you, Zee? So I'll hand over to your capable golden hands. Take it away, Zee.
Recap. Horny Jedi Padawan Anakin Skywalker has been charged with protecting Senator Padme Amidala after 2 failed assassination attempts. He promptly penises her and then goes on a genocidal rampage due to mummy issues. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi tracks down bounty hunter Jango Fett to a cloning facility on Kamino, where he finds a huge clone army and then doesn't question this any further. He tracks down Jango and his member-berry son Boba Fett to the mysterious planet of Geonosis. Meanwhile, Frogface Fucktard Jamjar Binks contemplates giving Creamy Sheev executive powers so that he can kickstart the Empire. What a twat!
Well,
I think
there
that
we
pretty much
go.
covers everything.
Oh, was that
Brown,
good for everybody? That was a
Cue
really
the
good.
slides, Brown. Let's get this show on the road. Some of us have got
Okay.
work tomorrow. No, I haven't.
You've got full control. have you
Oh, well, I
not?
don't know. There's 2 things
Okay,
on the.
right. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Which one is it?
I'll get you up and running. Okay.
I'll
Are
end up
we?
putting you on.
Is it a drinking game?
Oh yes. Well, you get the slides up. I'll get the drinking game sorted. So, yeah, drinking game rules for this final stint. No, it's not the final stint, but it's the
Penultimate. I
stab.
feel
You think?
penultimate. Yeah, I feel
Penultimate,
penultimate.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're really selling this, aren't you? Okay, so drinking rules. Let's go from the bottom up. In homage to old Hugh Edwards, Mega Geek. What would you like to establish as a drinking rule for this evening?
I don't know. Every time somebody says Star Wars,
Star Wars.
Is it ever actually spoken? you mean us, or you mean in the movie? I don't.
No, us. Every time somebody
right.
says, every time
God.
says Star Wars, or no, wait a moment, Attack of the Clones. Every time, no, wait a moment, that's stupid. I don't know. Anytime someone says
Actually,
the
you've stumbled upon something here, Mega Geek. I quite like this. Rather than something triggered by the movie, let's have something triggered by us. So, anything you notice which is regularly mentioned, referred to, catchphrases, whatever it may be, what would you like to establish? Something you can bank on is going to rear its head in the stream.
I don't know.
Well, there's only one, really.
What's that? It's shit.
Shit.
Yes,
Come on,
there we go.
let's not mess
You're
with the
hearing it.
classics, you know?
Yeah, the classics. Kippers, what have you got for us? What would you like to queue up?
Oh, I'd say anything that whenever Anakin says in his subdued, bored kind of voice, "My master."
Oh, the old pathetic Anakin. Okay. The old bogged down drink. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll include that one. Thank you, Dan. Zee, what would you like to establish?
If Mace Windu says something monumentally stupid,
Oh,
which he has done on several occasions.
Brian, what's yours?
Well, for the 2 categories, the panel suggests a small drink anytime Z says billions.
Oh, nice.
And for the stream itself / the movie, every time a Genosian gets unceremoniously twatted.
Oh, okay. We'll look forward to that. And Mr. Brown, finally.
Okay, I would say shit CGI.
Oh, shit, CGI. We had that last time. Adam suggests when Kenobi's wearing the bad wig.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I do one from the chat?
Yes. Oh,
every
cool.
time I can't speak. Every time Rennie gets pissed off with me in the chat,
Well, we need about 5 drinks already, don't we?
Yes. I love you, Rennie.
I'll just add what can we add here? Every time someone's talking over each other, which with quite a few.
Can
of us
I
on
go get
there.
a drink then?
Well,
Drink
go
of
and
it.
get your bloody flat tonic water. Go on, go.
I have got one bottle of beer on the wall. Shall I start the slides?
Well, I start the slides because if you start the song, we'll be here all night. Oh, here we go. Right, so so we start in this circular room with a load of these useless fucking Jedi and Palpatine in the middle, don't we? So anyone at the point where we left this last time who can bring me up to speed? What exactly is the conversation that's going on here? I'm opening the floor.
Well, Creamy Sheev here is looking to gain some executive powers, and he's looking for a senator who's brave enough to do it. I wonder who that could be.
There is a question from
Jar Jar?
the chat from our old mate in the chat. What the fuck is that iCow alien called? And I've got a follow-on question. Can you milk him? Who is he? It's not 3 years, is it?
His species is Gran, as far as I can remember.
Gran.
Does he have to bend down
Indeed.
when he comes in all the time because of his horns?
And he's the same species of as Ree from Jabba Sailbike.
Rees, yes. Oh, I thought it was 3.
What about that one on the right? What the hell's that one?
Which one? The one on the far right?
Yeah.
The
That's the one we're talking
Yachty.
about.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the guy with the horns.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, 2 of them have horns, technically.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he was talking about the blue guy with the horns. Oh,
I
well, never
couldn't
mind.
tell you what race he is.
All right.
Oh, Brown really does capture every single frame, doesn't he? It's fabulous, fabulous pacing.
So when you think of Star Wars and you think of things like bubblegum cards and memorable scenes, this definitely isn't one of them.
No, it's not, is it? It's not.
No, and is it just me, or I'm not inspired to run out and buy the action figures for any of these guys? Maybe Yoda, although there's not a lot of action until later in the movie. But
This wouldn't make a very good playset, would it? Right here.
No.
There'd be a health and safety warning with the, the blue one. You could have somebody's eyes out with that.
Oh,
Yeah, you could. You could. Do you remember Buck Rogers when he used to have their ships for sale? They put that little bar
Starfighter,
between it so it won't be dangerous. Remember? Yeah.
Well, that thing was die-cast, so you could literally stab someone with it if that bar wasn't on.
Yeah, you could.
Alien language.
Is this take a drink for shit CGI, Brown?
Oh, is that CGI? Is that a mask?
That's all right. I think that's practical
Yeah,
effects.
it's all right.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's better than Jar Jar.
The subtitles you've got, Brown, it says alien language, but there is an actual proper translation that comes up on the unsubtitled version.
I think it's on the next slide.
Oh, is it?
That's it's actually quite a close resemblance to how Mr. Brown looked at the end of the 12-hour stream, wasn't it?
No, the beginning.
Oh, here we go. Speaking
LA Law.
basic.
LA Law. I remember him in LA Law.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Smith.
Has he got a nice roll neck jumper on there, or is it some kind of
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I cracked this joke on Saturday. Was it a mass debate?
How did this stream come to this? I don't understand.
Max is started his own thing, and I'm happy to run with it. He's suggesting alternative names for this guy. Sorry to skip backwards, but I want to give you this full frontal. And he's gone with the rather Route 1 dick eyes.
Baby's got dick eyes.
We'll take alternative character names if you're willing to.
Looks like a cow fucked a frog.
We're doing that again, are we?
That poor frog's been busy, hasn't it?
Oh, look at that.
Go on, Brownie. It's been a while. Give us the breakdown on
How the
Jar's eyes.
How do they turn? How do they move in the sockets? I just
He's-
don't get it.
They're kind of like mud skippers' eyes, aren't they? Because they're designed to like pop up above the water level. So it's kind of a similar kind of thing.
Okay, so it's probably me then.
Is this a drink, Brown?
Yeah. Listen,
well,
every time he's on drink, for fuck's sake.
Oh look, Punchable Face is
Neither.
enjoying this. Enjoying this. Scene. Does this film? Has anyone? I don't want to out anyone of their possibly illegal pastimes, but has anyone watched this film high on drugs? Because I feel it might be a much better experience.
Yes,
isn't.
I instantly sobered up and went on a massive downer.
I'm getting like Vietnam flashbacks to a Saturday, Brown, where there was a scene of basically just people sat down talking, which went on for an hour and 45
You
minutes.
don't know, man. You wasn't there.
Oh God.
I think if I watched this while high, that'd be it for me.
Is suggesting if we skip back that there could be a potential boy band going on. Who'd be a lead singer there, Brian, out of those lots?
Oh, who would it be? It'd have to be the big man, wouldn't it? I can imagine him holding court quite nicely with those massive horns, etc.
And which one would
You'd-
come out the closet, Z, after several years of fame?
Obviously, Creamy Sheave.
And
He literally comes out of the closet in the next movie.
oh,
And Yoda is Gary Barlow.
yeah, this is the talented one. Talented but
because-
boring.
He's on dig about avoiding paying taxes. Is that what you're saying there?
Who'd be Jason Orange? Jason Orange was the real talent of Take That.
Are you
but no-
fucking joking me, Brown?
when
You
Jason
what, mate?
Orange, when Jason Orange said enough, have you noticed how quickly Take That went down? Just
So
saying.
your theory, the guy who didn't sing did nothing. It was the real talent.
Exactly.
Okay.
Jason Orange was there for all the old crusty cougars to keep them engaged.
Oh, jammy bastard.
I wonder if there's
Moving
any millennials in the chat who have no fucking idea who we're going on about.
I mean, you might as well have said "Colour Me Bad," really.
Old Sheev in the profile there.
It's
Stick a white beard on him, Brown, and he's starting
much
to look.
like me. Yeah, it's a fine head of hair.
Yep, he's rocking the just a respectful receding hairline. Well, isn't he?
Crusty cougars, nasty.
Don't knock it till you tried it, lad.
Are we having another drink? I know it's early days, but the background is slightly
Oh.
bothersome. Is that a drink?
I think a matte painting would look better than that. Ugh. Okay.
Okay, let's start doing some line reading. Let's spice this shit up. So, Brian, so missed you on my stint on Saturday. Can we have this, but not in the style of Sheev? Let's have this in the style of your slightly dodgy Ugandan the banker dude, if you would.
But tell me, what is Senator? What is the courage to propose such a radical amendment?
Oh, it's one of my favorites. He's rather impressive, this blue guy, isn't he? What's all that shit on the side of his head there? Is he is he got a bit of the Ahsoka's going on there? What is the species? Is he a crossbreed? What's going on? No, we can't. No explanation for the shit going on his head. Oh, well, okay.
Is
Can I just confess-
Azurian? Is an Azurian?
An
Really?
Azurian blue.
Yeah. Do you
Can
see
I
what I
just
did there?
make a
Okay,
confession
moving
that I would have done my homework for this, but I went to find my Attack of the Clones Art of book and also the visual dictionary, and it appears they're holding up the bed at the moment until I can get to IKEA for a replacement part.
Really? That's brilliant. Yeah, it's a strange looking thing. Okay, we have some screeching.
This is where we got to on where the video cut off on Saturday.
Okay. Because you wanted to make sure there was absolutely not a second of screen time missed, didn't you, Brownie?
Well, you got to do it right, you know. I just thought we'd start the scene instead of coming in halfway. But
Okay, well, look, we're moving into clearly into a different.
that's a face.
landscape.
That's a face. I've just noticed.
Where?
That's
Really?
a face.
Did you
Can
drop
see
a
it?
fucking tab before you?
Yeah, can you? There's two eyes and a mustache. Mustache. Can you see the
Come on.
two eyes on the
No.
left?
Brown, you having a flashback?
You're talking daft. You're talking
Brownie's seeing visions of his tutor with his wandering hands stretching across the cinema seats and inside his rather slack trousers. But no, Brown, it's just a mountain. I don't know what you're talking about. Z, maybe you could educate us. Where the hell are we now?
We're on the planet of Geonosis, where you will eat the bugs.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, this could get interesting. So, fairly respectful CGI, but what do you make of these characters then? These kind of insecty. I'm going to go to Mega.
Grumbling.
I like his thoughts on rather random characters. Do you like these kind of insecty weirdo characters, Mega?
He's on mute.
He's on mute. Is he gone for a tomtit? Okay, we'll come back to Mega. Don't worry.
Ian Roberts.
Swappers, give me your thoughts instead.
Well, I think they're interesting designs. They're original and they're new as far as the series goes, but not particularly memorable. So there's nothing really distinctive about them. They kind of just look like a lumpy brown mess when you try and recall what the Geonosians look like. And they just flit about like insects. So they haven't got definable eyes and things like that. So they're not really what you remember when someone says Star Wars to you. You don't think, oh yeah, the Geonosians, they were amazing. They look like sort of lumps of clay, really, with arms and legs.
You said Star
so
Wars,
not the best designs, but yeah.
I think Smilex nails it here. Actually, he says they look like they belong in that John Carter film.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes,
Good shout, isn't it?
absolutely, yeah.
Good work, Smilex. What was the? I mean, you had 12 hours to pick from, Brown, but what was the comment of the 12-hour stream? Because there was a very good early submission of Fogged. Do you remember that?
That
one?
was very good, but there was one later on. Excuse me. He says, "Where the fuck is Ruin?"
Oh, wow. I like to subvert expectations. I was playing at a goddamn social club in some shitty suburb of Newcastle.
Was it like, well, yeah, man, Geordie Jeans
from Pakistan?
They played bingo in the break between sets. It was
Star Wars bingo. Oh, everybody else said Star Wars.
Okay, well, we move on to a much more interesting scene where this is Obi-Wan. I'll take a drink for the bad wig, folks. Obi-Wan is well, he's captive, isn't he? So is Mega back from the old?
I'm back.
Back, Mega. Mega, what do you make of this? The old the I don't know what you call them. The binders, the electric binders on Obi-Wan, and he's kind of levitating. You digging this scene?
Yeah, it's all right. I remember this scene, isn't it? He tries to persuade him that, that everything's going wrong and he should join his side. And, Christopher Lee is the only saving grace in this film, as far as I was concerned. He was really good.
What
wasn't he?
Ian McDermott is all right.
Yeah, he was all right too.
Old bastards, in other words.
As I recall, this is a scene where he's trying to say that it's not his fault. The Republic is doing blah blah blah. You should join us, and he has a flat line saying, "I'll never join you or or ooh, and I can't remember what he said, but something stupid. He says something stupid, doesn't he? And he just leaves him there. That's how I remember the scene. But did I get it right or did I get it wrong? I don't know. Anybody
It'll
remember
be
this scene?
difficult to secure your release, he says.
That's
as a
it.
first
Yeah,
line.
that's it. Yeah. That's something like that. But he says something equally stupid as well, doesn't he? Obi-Wan. I can't remember what he says. But I remember when I was in the cinema, I thought, oh God, that is the worst piece of dialogue I've ever heard. Anybody remember what he said?
I will never join you, Dooku, he says.
Yeah, I think that was about it. Really.
Oh, you got it right, Mega. There you go. He's trying to play down his role and all this.
Yeah.
The only missed opportunity when they had him in these binders, could they not have had his arms outstretched and gone a little bit further with the biblical reference there? You know,
Maybe.
Well, I personally think that the bondage equipment he has there is quite sufficient to hold Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello to 101 man babies in the chat. Well
Evening.
done. You
Evening, folks.
Broke the triple figures again, Brownie. I wonder how long to get to the regular 4 figures, Brown. What do you think? Maybe by the time we do
2-3 years, perhaps.
when we do the 36-hour stream of the Rise of Skywalker, that'll be a fun one.
That would be phenomenal.
So Dooku's he's bullshitting here, basically, isn't he? He's trying to play down his role in it, but
okay.
That's it. That's the line. I can remember now. He says, I'll try and get you free. And then Obi-Wan says, well, I hope it doesn't take too long.
Oh.
I was like, what the hell is this?
I have work to do. I have work to do.
Crap.
That line would have been fine had
Bright.
it been that line would have been fine had it been C-3PO that was delivering it.
All right. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
The dialogue's ridiculous.
Who's going to say it then?
well, obviously we've got Zee-ThreePIO on the goddamn panel, so let's flex that line with the man himself. Take it away, Z.
Well, I hope it doesn't take too long. I have work to do.
It's
perfect.
It is
I've just fixed it.
100% a
We
3PO line,
fixed
isn't
Star
it?
Wars,
Yeah.
everybody. Take a drink.
But this is so awful. This dialogue is so awful. And the way he says it, the way Ewan McGregor says it, it's so flat and it doesn't have any kind of resonance or any kind of gravitas or emotion or anything. It's just so awful. Anyway.
There's no more faster and more intense that can help here, is there? Really, there's nothing you can do with this.
So stupid. His dialogue's awful all the way through this movie. Anyway, he says, he says, well, there's a few good bits of dialogue in there, but his dialogue especially is flat and has no emotion or anything.
I think part of the problem, I know the dialogue is awful, but when he's trying to do his Alec Guinness impersonation, he loses something because McGregor's a really seriously good actor. He just is in absolutely crap parts.
Which is weird.
Towards the end of Revenge of the Sith, he kind of loses it a little bit and ends up just doing RP, which isn't bad. Sorry, Z.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that because Ewan McGregor watched all of Alec Guinness's films in preparation for this so he could get all the mannerisms and delivery correct.
It's just that he probably didn't get any direction, and the only direction he probably got from George Lucas is say it flat, because any other actor that had emotion, say I've got work to do, it would sound quite funny or amusing or something. Do you know what I mean? But he just said it really flat with no emotion whatsoever, and it just doesn't work. Anyway, whatever. Move along, shall we?
There's something comical about the fact that he's not even trying to struggle or anything to get out. He's just levitating. That fucking.
What do you think of this suggestion by Smilex? Should have hired Branagh, Kenneth, I presume, for this role.
Yeah, he would have been good. But then again, Kenneth Branagh, he's not stupid. He probably wouldn't have stand for this at all. He probably would have. He probably would have moaned and groaned and. Yeah,
he's a pretty established director. Even at the time, I'm sure he would have done a fair bit.
Yeah. Plus, he wouldn't have signed a contract for 3 films. He definitely wouldn't have done that if he doesn't have any any benefits in it at all. So,
Follow up from SmileX. So apparently he was up
Really?
for the role at one point. There we go.
So was Joseph Fiennes, was he not? Some of the concept art
right.
actually is Joseph Fiennes.
It's like that stupid dialogue. I'm trying to track down a Django Fett. Do you know him? Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you know him? It's like the dialogue's so shit.
Some casual racism from Iceman. He says, "You British all sound the same to us outsiders." I guess the accent worked in his favor. Well, we all do live in castles, and
we know the Queen. Yeah,
we drink tea. And we actually all do drink tea, but
and there's smog everywhere. You can't walk without smog. Yeah.
Yes. We all have a little sing-song like Dick Van Dyke. It's great. Life.
Yeah. Do you know him? Fucking hell. Horrible
Of course
dialogue.
I know him.
I wonder, because Earl Brownie's got a bit of the Christopher Lee about him these days. I wonder what your best Christopher Lee accent's like, Brown. You're going to have to really dive into the guttural depths of your chest for this one. But do you want to try and give us a bit of Christopher Lee on that line?
Okay. There are no bounty hunters here that I'm aware of.
Oh, that's not bad. Not bad, that, Brown.
I truly am the man with the golden gun. Remember that one?
The Genosians, don't trust them.
Oh, that's it. We've now got Brown doing Christopher Lee lines for the rest of the team. Sorry, folks.
Who can blame them?
I wonder why you
not him.
in 12.
That's not him.
Sorry.
Are we still on this? Why are we still on this? No wonder
Yeah,
why you
of
can
course.
complete it in 12 hours. You're still on this one.
Well,
We
it's
just-
Move it along.
We just love hearing you moan about it, Ian. The longer
Move
the
it.
better for me.
I'm going to go to bed when I'm tired. So move it along, please. Come on. We're hanging on
okay.
this too much.
Okay, but I just want to go back because there's this particular line here which I just want to have a little discussion about. Okay.
Move it along.
Jesus.
I'm just fooling with you, don't worry. There we go.
Oh, somebody's playing it in the background.
Yeah.
Who's playing it in the
It's a
background?
great pity that our paths have never crossed before, Obi-Wan.
Oh, please move it along. We know what happens. He walks out and leaves Obi-Wan hanging.
Queen always spoke very highly of you.
God, here we go.
I wish he were still alive. God, that's bollocks, is that?
It's delivered quite nicely, though, is it not? By the man
Me?
himself.
Yeah, I thought.
No, not you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Christopher
wanna
Lee's
encourage you.
good. Yeah, Christopher Lee's really good in this film.
Oh, it's amazing.
You're getting the chat very hot and sweaty, Mega.
Which one? No, that'll be Mega Geek. Yeah, I like. Yeah, he's good at moaning.
In
What do you
fact,
call it?
they're all getting a little bit kinky in the chat. So the Ace 2 wants Platoon to take him. Ooh,
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Form an orderly Q Ace 2.
And when Khalid says, "Can Brown do Christopher Biggins?" I presume he means the accent.
I wish he was still alive.
Oh, move along, please. We're hanging on this scene for so long. It's ridiculous. He tells him and he walks out. Next scene, please.
The more Mega gets pissed off.
Shit.
I'll tell you what, right, guys. When I'm sleepy, I'm just going to leave this screen
now.
because you're just screwing around now. You really are. Move it along. Come on.
Oh, we're screwing around, everyone. This is terrible.
I've just found that out, Ian.
You must be new.
Wayfarer Project. I feel Mega Geek's pain.
Yeah, just move it along. What is wrong with you people? Just move it.
You know why we're not moving it along, don't you?
Yeah, because I wish it.
Because you wish it.
Because you wish it.
Request in the chat, Brownie. Can you do a call?
I don't know Pilkington. I've never watched any of
Oh.
his programs. I know who he is, but
Does a lot of adverts now on the radio. as well.
I've never watched any of his programs.
Mm.
Brian, you got to call Pilkington in the locker?
No, he hasn't. He's gone away.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try him when he comes back. I will say
Don't
though,
be so
I mean,
sure,
obviously we
my
go
young
through at a
Jedi.
painfully slow pace, and Eraserhead's just making a suggestion for you there, Mega Geek. These scenes are unnecessarily long, though, aren't they? The dialogue, nothing's really happening. It's just people talking. It's a shame, really, because I think there's some good elements to this movie.
Genuinely.
I genuinely do, yeah. I love the Jango Fett Obi-Wan fight, and
Yeah.
some of the CGI in the scene I think we're about to see, or shortly, or probably in 3 weeks' time, the arena battle. It was kind of fun.
I found out that they couldn't put this film. They put it on Blu-ray. They put it on Blu-ray, but the quality of it isn't very good because the format that they shot in wasn't that detailed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
it
I
was the
found out,
digital. Yeah, it was the digital. The
Yeah.
rendering. It was the
Yeah.
best at the time, but it's
Yep.
just
Yeah.
So you'll never get a 4K proper version of it.
No, you won't.
What's the odds, Z, the man with the odds, on making it to Padme's ripped clothes scene in the stream?
At
Looks
this
like-
pace, not tonight.
Never tell me the odds.
Got no hope and Bob Hope here. Come on, move it along. Come on. Jesus. Why are we hanging on this? We know what happens. He leaves the
Okay,
room.
new drinking submission, everybody. Every time Mega Geek says, move it along and take a drink, we'll all get plastered.
Jesus Christ. No wonder why it took over 12 hours just to get to this bit, for God's sakes. If you just hanging
Mega,
on this.
it's not the destination, it's the journey. It's okay.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll do some super chats when this scene's finished.
If I told you
what's
the
that?
Republic, blah, blah, blah. He's gotten higher. Obi-Wan's gotten higher. That's
No,
weird.
I think Count Dooku's got shorter.
Yeah, well, it's weird, isn't it? Because if you see the wide shot, he's lower, isn't he? Suddenly he's a lot higher. Weird.
Someone's busted out the crisps. Okay.
That's not
Oh,
me.
sorry, I thought it's. I don't think I mic would pick it up there. I'm trying to fix my earphones. It's got a fresh pack. I'll put myself in mute and avoid the embarrassment any further.
Yeah, move it along. Move it along. God, why?
Isn't that the line from the Stormtrooper in A New Hope?
Ah, Jesus Christ, you guys! Tell you,
It's going to be
What
a long
the
night,
hell?
Mega.
No, it's
Get
not
your-
for me. Because when I get tired, I'm off. I'm telling you. Good night and farewell.
Can I just make a
that
comment here on how
promise?
lovely his hoodie is? I wouldn't mind buying
It's
that.
nice, isn't it? Yeah. Nice
His
hoodie.
hair's changed again.
It's because it's a wig.
It's got a hell of a wave to it, hasn't it?
The Jedis were really stupid, weren't they? They were. I mean, it really destroyed my idea of the Jedi when I saw these prequels. It really did, because I always thought the Jedis were very clever and had all this immense power. And then you get to these films and you figure out, and you find out that they're all stupid.
Well, is that down to Lucas's
It
writing?
is. Yes, it is. Definitely.
There you go.
Apparently, in the dark side of the Force has clouded their vision, my friend.
I know, it's all
And
bollocks,
script
isn't it?
writing.
Yeah. Chris Lee, though, is amazing. What an amazing actor. Do you know what, right? There's rumors that I don't think it's rumors.
But he's
anymore.
alive.
He actually killed people when he was in the
Yeah, he's also championship fencer.
Yeah.
Really?
And
What an amazing guy, yeah.
I've got a few panels that need replacing out the back, actually. Shame he's not still alive.
I read some joke direction online where George Lucas was going, okay, I want you to hold the lightsaber like this and start swinging like this. And Christopher Lee going, George, have you ever killed a man?
Yeah, and he actually said that to Peter Jackson as well. When they were doing this scene where somebody got killed in the Three Towers, wherever it was, he literally said to Peter Jackson, "That's not how a person dies. I've actually seen a person die that way." And I'm like, "What?" So he must have done a lot of horrible things when he was in he in the army or the navy? I can't remember when he was very young. Yeah.
Here you go, top trivia. Gavin Blackburn, Christopher Lee has 3 nipples.
Well, Scaramanga has 3 nipples, but not Christopher Lee.
Okay,
I've got 3 nipples. Moving on.
This beard, man, it's just this beard hair assembly. It's very
Yeah.
Kind of Noel Edmonds, Barry Gibb, Richard Stilgoe, kind of, or Kenny, or even Kenny Everett is all the Bee Gees, if you remember that sketch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
We're taking Christopher Lee facts, real or slightly urban myth, but go for it, chats. Your Christopher Lee facts. Apparently, he fought in World War II.
And apparently he's seen some really horrible things, and he's actually taken lives as well. But he doesn't talk about it a lot.
Well, not now because he's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He knew Tolkien.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
And he knew Ian Fleming as well. Isn't he related to Ian Fleming as well? So there you go.
Is a Duke of New York?
What?
And apparently he made Bigfoot pregnant.
I've had just under half a bottle of San Miguel, and my head is fucked. Sorry,
Lightweight.
folks.
You
It's a cheap
say
night
it around
for
like
Mr.
it's
Brown.
like it's some kind of bottle of Irish whiskey or something. It's a
No, it's just
Spanish
normal
beer,
San Miguel.
It's like that Back to the Future 3, the whiskey that Doc Brown takes and ends
That's
up in
me.
a fucking
No relation.
trough.
Yeah, that's me.
So he's asking him to join him.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan
said, "I'll never join you." Or did he say that? I can't remember.
That's Luke Skywalker, you're thinking.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, let's discuss the sliding doors moment. What if Obi wanted to join Dooku? Could they have really dominated?
What is Dooku a good or a bad guy? I'm confused.
Well, no bad guy thinks they're a bad guy. Put it that way.
I thought the Sith were the bad guys.
Yeah, well, he's conning him with some half truths here, isn't he? He's actually telling him the truth.
Yeah.
You know, and trying to tempt him over. It's because the idea of being joined the dark side, you're there before you even realise what you've done, for the most part.
Yeah.
The super chats.
Yeah, let's do the super chats while we marvel at this fabulous CGI.
Okay, I'll go first. Waylon Bethetheth for $2. Thank you, my friend. When will Anakin and Obi-Wan spit roast Pad Me?
Not tonight.
Oh dear.
Disney canon, possibly. What those fuckers are like.
Common people
Oh, jeez, it's going to be all
for
night.
£2. That's real money, folks.
Fucking hell.
Sick me, put me to sleep, por favor. Larry, $20. Major look. Thank you, Larry. $20. Cheers, Larry.
So we are now looking at is this the outside of the arena? Is that what we're looking at? Like Colosseum
The
style?
Senate building.
No,
Oh, the
that's
Senate
no.
building. Oh, I'm getting
is that the
ahead of myself.
Leeds Arena?
Oh, what a shame. Oh yes, and this is this is normally why you buy the burgers and the hot dogs, isn't it, and things like that. Okay, so we are getting towards quite a famous scene, aren't we? It's the space opera type scene. Am I right?
Yes.
What we're getting towards? Oh, good. Okay.
The space opera scene, that's the wrong film.
Is it?
You're thinking the Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, well, who said yes?
A Star Trek fan. We said this Federation.
Nice current affairs joke
Very
from Gavin there. Very well done.
Very good, Gavin. Very good.
Right, no, it's the Senate. I thought it was the space opera. Oh, damn, I'm so disappointed. We're gonna sit through more politics.
Oh God, it's knobhead, isn't it?
Oh, is that Josh? I was
With the
wondering
spoon-
why.
With the spoon.
Does he really say Delophalicus?
He is. What a Cupid stunt.
It's the planet of spoonerisms.
Oh no, it's so bad. It is. I think the oldest game has got it right. Yeah, this is the sleight of hand by Palpatine to take control. So what we're looking at here is each one of those pods is a different representative from a different planet or region. Is that what we're?
Something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and the Senate vote that gives the Supreme Chancellor sweeping emergency powers to go to war against the separatists is the same ploy Adolf Hitler used to gain dictatorial power in the mid-30s.
Ooh,
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Dropping some history on your arse there. Yeah. Go on, swappers. We haven't heard from you for a while. Give us a little bit of Jar Jar.
Oh God! Right in my throat. Fucking hell! Shit.
The bear do.
Did I hear you booting up your Windows 97 laptop in the background there?
That's part of my sound effects board I've got on the right here that I'm pressing randomly.
Mr. proposed that the Senate give immediately emergency powers to the Supreme Chancellor, Palpatine.
Is that Jar Jar shouting for Palpatine?
Who fucking knows? Who cares? at this point?
Palpatine.
That's everyone else chanting Palpatine. Okay.
Quality, Gavin. Quality. You're watching it. You're welcome.
Yeah, but it was it was educational. That's okay.
For our younger viewers, Mr. Hilter was involved with World War II.
Involved.
And
Google
take
it.
that.
Google
Is
it.
these aliens are they related to that guy that picked on Luke Skywalker in the bar?
Surely.
Oh
Isn't
yeah,
it? Yeah,
very good, Ian.
Yeah, it's
Bollock,
yeah.
they're the bollock mouth species, aren't they?
yeah.
Are they just taking the piss the way they're kind of pumping both fists? Like, look, we've got both hands, bitch. What's he wearing in the back? It's like, did they run out of
That's
ideas on the costume?
Star Trek.
Yeah, there's the red shirt on the left.
Yeah,
And
Star Trek.
there's Captain Kirk in the back.
Hmm. Swappers. What are these race called?
What the fuck's sake? They're called the fuck's sake, everybody.
I can't remember the names of these. I thought to begin with they were the same race as Walrus Man from Ponda Baba from episode 4, but
Yeah.
I think these are new ones because they've got 4 eyes. I think they're like sort of a tarantula type species, but I can't remember what
Oh,
they're
okay.
called.
All right. Okay.
I bet it'd be very expensive if they needed to go to Specsavers.
Is this it? No, sorry, this one. Ponda Baba was the guy in the bar, and he was an Aqualish. Is that what it is? An Aqualish?
Very good.
Yeah.
If he was
Zee
in the
must know
bar,
this.
he's an aqua lush.
So we're getting to the point where he plays it so well here, doesn't he, old Palpatine, where he pretends, if I must. It's almost reminiscent of the new SMP leader taking over, isn't it? He's like, I'm not sure if I want to do it. I don't
Shouldn't
know.
the blue alien on the left have like some kind of black and yellow tape stuck to the end of his horns, just to warning or something?
Are they solid though, Brown? You're assuming they're like solid spikes. They could flex. They could just be sort of genteel, flow in the wind.
Yeah, it could be made of rubber.
Is none of them scared of heights? Because to be in that auditorium, that's got to be scary, right?
Yeah.
That would be just impossible to build something like that.
Yeah, no, but it's scary though.
Yeah, that's just we can build it in the computer type,
Yeah.
and it's just like, come on, George, fuck off.
Well, with when they did the Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader, they had that the background. They actually built it, didn't they? But it was a lot smaller. It was a false perspective shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this is all generated by computer, isn't it?
Oh,
Looks good though.
I love democracy.
They applaud.
That's a bit of a moment, isn't it? The irony that the biggest dictator in the galaxy.
Swappers, you gotta do that. You gotta read that.
Yes, go on, Swaps.
I love democracy. I love the Republic.
Arse.
Oh, and then we go from him to from
The
Palpatine.
power you give me.
It's funny because when you watch this now and you look at him, I don't want to mention his name. The CG on him is awful, isn't it? He really looks plastic.
Oh,
It's
This
really
is why practical effects are always better.
Yeah, because I remember when I first saw this, I thought, wow, it's amazing. And now look at it, I think, ooh,
Yeah, you go back and look at Jabba now, and he looks incredible.
yeah,
Still,
That's-
and
yeah.
how long ago was that film? And then you look at Jar Jar, and
Yeah.
you go, oh no,
Yeah. yeah.
I've just had a little idea though. What if it wasn't Palpatine who's getting all the power? What if it was Jar Jar? And we can actually recreate that moment. So, Brian, I imagine Brian's got a good Jar Jar being. So, Brian, if you can just pick it up from here with Jar Jar, and we'll see it through over a few lines. If you could.
I thought Swappers was your man for the. I could
Well,
try it to
he's-
John Swin if you fancy it.
Whatever you want to throw at us, Brian. It's
Yeah, go on.
I love democracy. I love the Republic. The power you give me, I will lay down when this crisis has abated.
oh, very topical. It's fabulous.
great.
Oh, keep it going if you would.
Who the hell is those people standing next to him?
Is hookers.
Bureaucrats.
Weird.
Yes.
Well, the blue one is Masamida,
Okay.
What?
and the female, the Umbaran,
Female?
is Sly Moore.
Sly Moore.
Sly
Sly
Moore.
less. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy, you sound like Quantum Leap man.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
I would create a grand army of the Republic. Oh, Golden Bennett.
Listen, I hate these fucking subtitles. It just means all we do is just read the entire script to the.
Yeah, I know. I
You're
know.
actually
Yeah.
on point with that.
Move
And
on.
it's not the most compelling dialogue, is it?
content. Yeah.
I mean, look at it. George thought that scene looked amazing with all those.
Yeah.
It's like, George, no.
I do wonder if ET's race is in there somewhere.
He isn't. It is in there. There was a
The
shot
Phantom.
of the ET.
It's a
Phantom
previous
Menace.
scene, isn't it?
Huh?
It's
Oh,
definitely the
previous
Phantom
movie.
Menace.
Welcome to talking over each other
Shut
all
up.
at once.
Take a drink.
Shut up,
Take a
you.
drink.
Yeah, he was in the Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Just skipping back very briefly because we've got some really good critical analysis of this scene. I wonder if Z could read out this from Boosh McFadden.
Bush McFadden in the chat says, the blue one is his fluffer. The spiky one sniffs his rear and says, why no, it doesn't stink.
There you go.
Do you think him and her got it on and like that's where Ray's parent came from?
Oh,
Oh,
there's backstory for you.
Seriously.
Oh,
Seriously, guys.
theorising.
It's almost like you're disappointed.
Well, you guys are spending too long on these shots. I mean, you know, just to have some shitty jokes about someone bumming someone. I mean, come on, move along. God's sake.
Broken him finally.
Oh,
Look
man.
it up,
Ian,
that's
Ian,
it.
how long have you known the score now? And you're only acting surprised at this point.
No, well, this stuff
clip
has
that,
been,
everybody, clip it.
this stuff has been creeping in a lot more recently in these live streams, isn't it? I mean, even from the people in the live
How do you mean
stream.
creeping in? He was always there.
No, it never was. No, bollocks. It was just recently. It's been creeping in big time now. So,
Well, we promise when we do the acolyte, Ian, that it'll all be
Not
super
doing the Acolyte.
serious and you'll enjoy the
Nope.
in-depth analysis and review of the Star Wars we love.
Oh, you'll
I
love the
remember-
Acolyte. You'll love it, Ian. You'll love it.
no, I remember somebody saying this effect was wrong. The shadows on Yoda was completely wrong. Should have been. I can't remember. Somebody said. I remember looking at a documentary on this about effects in this, and Yoda's shadows are wrong apparently. When you look at Mace Mace's shadow. You look at
It
his.
is motherfucking done then.
We need a poll, Brown. I don't know if you're able to
On-
do it, but maybe we can get a poll in. Do we?
Not tonight.
Yes or no to the bumming jokes? We can put it to
Here, look,
democracy.
there you go. Who's going to read that?
Yeah, but if we get the bumming jokes taken away from us, it will just migrate to something like rimming, won't it?
No, maybe we'd move faster if the bumming jokes come out. Move to another scene, for God's sakes.
Echo's right though. I've got to admit.
What's that little thing? Is it flying around
It's a
the?
camera thing, isn't it?
Is how it is, right?
I
Okay.
will take what motherfucking Jedi we have to go to motherfucking Geonosis and help motherfucking Obi-Wan.
Sword in the Storm suggests we go back to the queef jokes, which is much more.
You know what? It's a real shame that Samuel L. Jackson didn't get a bigger part in this film, because his character was kick-ass. His character was really, I really like his character. It's a shame that they just...
Yoda looks terrible here. I'm sorry.
He does. His face looks very plastic.
It's not a final render. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they've used a blur tool over the hair to try and disguise it from the background.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? Take a drink, folks. Don't forget the rules.
What is that? PS5 graphics, isn't it?
What do you think on this, Brown? This big red
all the
bollock
space,
planet?
yeah, all the spaceships and planets and stuff. You know, as I said, by this time, nailed in. Pretty good. Yeah, it's good.
It's all CGI. Well, it's all
pretty
computer,
good,
isn't it? Computer generated.
Queef Amidala.
Should we do some super chats?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Big supporter of this channel, the wonderful Garth Knights. Regards to Michael. $5 Palper overacting makes Jim Carrey seem subtle. Who wants to read this one again from Garth Knight?
Well, it should be Ian, surely.
No. Somebody else read it out.
Garth Knight for $4.99 says Rebecca Gold needs a galactic Senate scene, regardless of being grounded in New Jersey.
I like
McDermott's acting in this. I don't mind him. I don't mind that slightly over the top, but I think it works,
great.
and I think it works especially in Revenge of the Sith.
You know, all the the seasoned actors, they all played these roles really well, didn't they? Even though they had crappy dialogue.
Yeah,
that just goes to show, doesn't it? Because like Ewan McGregor, I have never rated him as an actor. I've seen him in some good stuff when he's been good in some stuff, but he's given the basic dialogue and yet he can't make that dialogue work. You know,
I think it's just the shit films. I mean, Shallow Grave and Trainspotting.
He was good, in that.
Yeah. Excellent in both.
Yeah. Shallow Grave's such an amazing film, isn't it?
But he just keeps getting shit roles since he got the Kenobi part.
Yeah,
he's not had one decent. I can't think of one decent role he's had since.
He's really crap with the American accent. His
I don't know.
so awful.
I don't know, Brian. I thought it was pretty fucking good in that car video.
Oh dear.
You're welcome.
He read his lines really well, didn't he?
It's fucking spot on in that car video. Fucking spot on. Besties.
No fucking idea what you're talking about, bro.
Brownie's enjoying himself anyway.
You were talking about Ewan McGregor, yeah?
Yeah. What's the car video?
When he sat in his car and he was telling everybody that they were racists. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Brian.
Oh God, who's this actress again?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. I like Natalie Portman. She's a good actress as well. She's really good. It's a shame that they don't utilize her much in this.
I can't stand on that advert with that perfume over that she's selling. She says, and you in that accusatory fashion. What would you do for love?
Yeah.
Like you just had a
that
man that would kill younglings and turn to the dark side and try to become the commander of the galaxy. That wasn't good enough for you, was it?
Well, I've got to read this out by Malwinius Serrano Olfram from York. Wow, what a mouthful. He
Jeez.
says, I remember an interview with Lucas in which he said that the prequel movies are also about showing how a democracy can be subverted. So even Lucas liked to subvert expectations.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah,
Welcome.
That's it
Malwinus.
exactly, isn't it? That's the entire point of them, really.
Have we seen Malwinus Serrano Olfram from York before?
It sounds like one of Swapper's dodgy accounts.
No, he was in on Saturday.
Oh, this is the
Don't
the-
worry, I'm giving up trying
the
to
old
argue with
jaded
you.
tiredness of the male there, isn't it? He's just fucking fed up of
Don't
arguing.
worry, I'm giving up trying to argue
Oh,
with
that's
How old
it.
was he meant to be in this? Was he meant to be 17?
17,
19.
19. All right.
19.
Okay.
9 in the Phantom Menace.
Oh, Zeke,
19. Welcome to Thingy on the Thingy channel.
There was something I realised about on the last stream about C-3PO that I never noticed before was that they stole him from the Lars homestead.
Mm.
He
Yes,
wasn't
they
supposed to be there. He was just suddenly on the ship for no reason whatsoever.
And you had to buy him back again.
And how comes he couldn't remember being on Tatooine?
Had his memory erased at the end of the next film.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Unfortunately, Lars Owen didn't.
Right.
So plot problem there.
Mm.
Surely, if there's ever a line read, it's got to be now, and it's got to be Z. Do you want to give us a little bit, Z, of your starring moments?
My obtuse little friend, if they had needed our help, they would have asked for it. Hmm? You obviously have a great deal to learn about human behavior.
George Lucas is a great deal to learn about writing scripts.
That little bit there, we've just kind of gone past it.
Yeah.
Could have done it. That's very reminiscent of the part of the opening to the original Star Wars when
Yeah.
R2 has his own little mission.
Yes.
And he doesn't want to go and he just fucks off. It's almost as if there's enough little callbacks they've done in this, almost scene for scene, with mainly Empire. I think one of the special editions or the DVD releases had supplementary material, and they even admit themselves and they put the different scenes side by side and let you see.
I just want to try something because we said earlier, Obi-Wan's line sounded really like it should have belonged to C-3PO. I'm just wondering what C-3PO's lines would be like if they were given to Obi-Wan. Brian, could you do the honors by any chance? A bit of Obi-Wan on these?
I'll give you old man because Ewan doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
My obtuse little friend, if they had needed our help, they would have asked for it. Hmm?
There's more.
You obviously have a great deal to learn about human behavior.
It works. George mixed it up. Well done, Brian. He mixed it up.
Brilliant.
Just a warning, it's been 7 minutes since the last bumming joke.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, fog. We're getting fogged down.
Yes.
Is Padme meant to be a little callback to Leia in the all white garb here, do we think?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, admitted in the Art of books.
But they dressed her like a female. She's got curves and everything there. And that's why I'm completely confused what they did to Rey. Well, no, I'm not. I know why
I'm
they
not
did.
confused yet.
One. Bleep.
Oh, he's off, isn't he? R2's off on his own little mission. Yeah, she does.
Is this? Sorry, is this the bit with the things that are trying to kill them with the making the gold bars and all that? Oh,
It's a bit of a.
Super
Well,
Mario.
it's just that bit's just coming up, but this is if you watch this closely, it's quite a bad Well, not bad. It's not brilliant the way it's matched up because he's saying, wait, and it's almost as if he's sensing, but if you look in the background, they're already moving about, and it's like, how the fuck can you not see them? Never mind having Jedi reflexes and responses.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little word for Kevo. This isn't fucking Tinder, Kevo. Calm yourself down. We're here to dissect Attack of the Clones, okay? Just put some
All
ice
right,
on the
Kevo.
ball,
I'm
man.
Tiffany. I'm 39, and I'm definitely not a man.
I'm sure Swappers has got a few sexy ladies accounts he can engage with you, Kevo. Anyway, back to the movie. Whoa, what's going on? Is that a lightsaber being ignited? It looks a strange shape
No, it's
if
just
it is.
pleased to see her.
Oof. We have squawking. Oh, and Z shitting himself as usual.
Yeah, is this the bit where we find out that R2-D2 can fly?
This actually ties in with one kind of semi-decent bit, and I think it was episode 5 of the
Howdy.
God, what series was it? The Obi-Wan series, where
Mm.
when Obi-Wan is training him, and he says, "You're being too aggressive with your moves," and you watch him here, he's just not giving two fucks. He's slicing them in half. He's cutting them all over the place.
Yeah. Well, they deserve it.
We might have a flourishing romance. Amelia's engaging with Kevo. Any theories as to why so many O's?
Don't know.
Maybe we'll find out anyway. What do we think of Swappers? I know you like a good lightsaber, bit of lightsaber action. What do you make of Hayden's lightsaber skills?
I think it was because of the stunt and fighting coordination done in the prequels. I think they're pretty good. I think that was one of the best things about the prequels, along with the soundtrack.
Can I just highlight? Sorry, Bruin.
Go.
The Phobos is he's asking us a question. If you
Oh, yeah. Who is it? Sorry,
it's the Phobos.
It's the Phobos.
I've
Is it
got
this
it.
one?
No, that's not the one.
That's not the one, right?
Is it this one?
What?
Yes, that's it. It's not actually Palpatine that wants Padme dead. It's the Viceroy of the Trade Federation. He just goes about it in a very convoluted way by being part of the deal with the Separatists. So it's Dooku who's got to then, presumably so it doesn't get linked back to him, but it's Dooku, and then Dooku gets Jango Fett. Then Jango Fett, I think Zee might have covered this. Jango Fett then gets the shapeshifter, and the shapeshifter then gets a robot, and the robot spits out those fucking deadly centipedes.
Oh, God.
When he could have just shot her.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
chucked in a thermal detonator on a short fuse.
This bit reminds me of Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yes, I was just exactly what I was going to say.
Drink everybody.
Take a
Star
drink,
Wars.
take a drink. Although
I
it
remember.
doesn't seem to have the same height and scale, does it? As
I
as Star
remember.
Wars? Yep. Points of clarification from Malwinius Serrano Olfram from York. It's his second stream. It's his second stream, Brown. He probably so.
Anybody who's
welcome
from
back.
York, I salute you.
Oh, yeah. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Well, it's my local city.
Oh, okay. I thought you were barred from York.
Well, I was born there.
Oh, I thought you were Leeds try.
No,
Leeds.
no, on.
So what happened is
I just noticed his avatar.
What?
Kipper's avatar.
the solo kippers get
Fucking Kenny.
Will I get my? Oh,
No.
brilliant.
that's one for the Brits, everybody.
Isn't that Obi-Wan?
Yes, that was the that was a joke.
The whole Droid Factory thing was done in reshoots because George has actually said that the film lacked enough pace.
What?
So they rushed this sequence through.
I don't
And
think
the,
it was pace. He said there wasn't enough action, I think he said at one point, didn't he? Or
He
was
said
it
there was
pace? I can't
not enough
remember.
pace in the corresponding time frame.
Oh, I see.
And they did all of the live action footage in 4.5 hours. So if it looks rushed, it's probably because it is.
Yeah.
Cerberus makes a valid point. He says he doesn't understand how the watch numbers are going up. We do seem to be up to 125 man babies in the chat. Also, There's this intrigues me. Atom Gray says he's already in bed with one of the sexy chat ladies. Do we know who that is, or is he tooling with
Ooh.
us?
No,
Has Atom Gray got another half on here?
Johnny Lawrence's mum.
No, I think it's
Oh.
Johnny Lawrence's mum's mum.
Ah,
Yes.
What happened
We
after
need to
this
know.
scene? Did she fall off this?
I was wondering
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Yes,
The
she does.
the platform retracts and she
Ah, yeah.
falls.
Oh, she would have broken her ankle then. Look how hot.
No, she won't, and I'll tell you why later.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
force.
you go. Hiya, Babs.
Oh, it's Bob's. Bob's an atom. Oh, wonderful. It's isn't it good, Brown, to have all these
Barbara was on
interesting-
the show on Saturday. She
Oh,
was
really?
fantastic. She was fantastic. She was doing the role of Padme.
Oh, wow. And she's now messaging her other half, who she's sat next to via the
Oh,
Brown.
she's
screen.
pegging him. Oh, sorry.
God. Oh, God. Right. Hello to Echo. Okay, well,
Hello
look,
there.
we've got a bit of action here, haven't we? Because we're in is it the droid factory of some sort?
Yes.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's making something. I don't know what those things are.
Yeah. Kind of.
Droids.
What are they?
Yes, this is the battle droid manufacturing plant.
Oh, okay.
So this
It's
place
like
is about to fill up with battle droids.
I think I fell asleep in the
videos.
cinema halfway through it. I think I must have missed this bit when I was asleep. Yeah. I don't know. What is that?
No,
It's Geonosian being splattered by
right.
machinery.
Atom's not a fan of this scene. Is anyone a fan of this scene out of interest? This is one of the.
No, it's like a video
No.
game, a badly put
Yeah.
together
Yeah.
video game. It just completely pointless. George would have been better leaving it out.
Yep, I agree.
But again, right, in its defense, you know, it was groundbreaking when it came out. So I mean, it looks really bad now, but yeah. I hate this scene. Sword in the Storm. It was just you're right. It's just that I do like her actually. But it's just a scene so we can just have a bit of action, isn't it? That's all it is, really.
Yeah, it is. We've had plenty of talky scenes. Let's have some action in a droid factory. But yep, there's lots of blurred shots, so we know there's shit going on.
The best bit about this scene is there's barely any dialogue, and it means that you kind of pissed. Who's fucking about? Who's got the audio fucking repeating thing on?
Oh, really?
Yep. Major feedback there. It's off anyway. Yeah, there's no dialogue here, so it means that Brown can't spend 3 years reading all the lines for us.
That's true.
I was watching this entire sequence at the time when I saw this film, and I was just thinking, obviously they're going to try and make a video game of this film, and this is probably going to be one of the bits in the game that's going to mimic the movie perfectly. It's going to be a lot of platforming, jumping around, trying to dodge things. And it was kind of like, I'll just go to the toilet at this point in the film because you just don't need to know about any of this.
Dan the Ham's already missing the arse shots from Ahsoka. Well, maybe we'll get some for the Acolytes. You never know.
I remember I was talking to my friend about this after, well, I think it was weeks after I saw the film in the cinema, and I was saying, that, you know, Anakin is such an idiot, what he did in the film, and my friend was saying it's because he's a teenager, he's got a lot of angst and blah blah blah. I'm like, really? Is that the excuse?
Ruin, go back one.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, he's spent the last 10 years being trained by the Jedi Order. You think he'd be a bit more
exactly
reserved.
Yeah.
Z, could you do this in your best Uncle Owen is giving you a pounding from behind voice?
Oh my goodness! Shut me down!
Good spot, Brownie. That's San Miguel's kicking in, isn't it?
Did C-3PO get his memory, R2D2 get his memory erased as well?
No, it's just good at keeping secrets. He's a Mason.
So how comes it forgot to know how to fly then?
Just enjoy product. Don't ask questions.
Yeah,
A couple of
just
super
enjoy.
chats, Brownie, if we insert
Yeah,
them
let's
in
do 'em.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, so
Oh,
you
you
and
go
I
on.
are just like a fine-tuned machine.
Brothers from
There you
yeah,
go.
with equally annoyingly shit, aren't we?
Yes.
Go on then,
Okay,
Brown. What
do
do you want to do with this?
Wait, Girth is your Bezzy.
He is. I like Girth Knights. I like saying, even though it's not his name. Well, I'll do. Okay, I'll take this one. Girth Knights for $4.99 says Tony Daniels and Ian McDermott are two of a kind, attention-seeking stage actors lucky enough to be in Star Wars. Ooh, scathing! I wasn't expecting that. So
Meow.
I don't.
expectations
That's
subverted there. Girth.
bit rough, isn't it, on them? I think they're both good.
We chuck this one at Swappers.
Is your mate?
Well, I think go on, Swappers. Give us your read of this one.
Gas Knight in the chat for $4.99 says Andy Gibb was with a young Victoria
Wow.
principal. Beautiful woman.
She was.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
She was gorgeous.
Yeah, good knowledge.
When she was young, she was gorgeous.
I thought that said for a moment, Hugh, how perverse.
Go on, Z.
How perverse. Oh,
Oh, God. Oh, what a great groin shot there from Z. Has he got the full tuck going on there, Z? Yes. 2 meat and veg taped away.
Oh God.
Who's Scrap?
C-3PO in this last quarter of the film is just an
insufferable.
abomination. Yeah.
Oh.
And the worst, I don't know what's worse, the fact that he is so insufferable or the fact that you know that Anthony Daniels would have been creaming himself at every single line in this.
Really?
But the thing is that they think this is funny, but it's not funny at all. None of this stuff is funny. And I suspect that the lines that Ewan McGregor got, you know, I need to go back to work and all that. I suspected that was meant to be humorous as well, but the deliveries are terrible, absolutely awful.
Oh, now there's an up the arse corner if I ever saw. Pause the
Up the ass.
Turned into a carry-on stream. That's what it's turned into.
Z, say the line, please.
What have I? What have I?
What have I done to deserve this? What have I? Since you went away.
Oh God.
You can tell that it's a CGI. Or it's a computerized version of it.
What?
Yeah, it's they didn't even try to disguise it as someone, you know, something real, did they, when they did these stuff?
Yeah, the physics is laughable.
Yeah.
Better physics in a computer game.
Yeah.
Go on.
We've got a comment here which I thought might prompt some discussion. Oh, where's it gone? The chat. So I can't remember who it was and I can't find it, but they said it's here we go. It's the Phobos. This right here is why Lucas couldn't save Star Wars even if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Is he right?
True. Yeah, he's right. He's totally right.
Yep.
It's a terribly clunky story. The first 2 episodes, even episode 3 is pretty clunky, but I'm still prepared to forgive some of the dalliances in episode 3. But episode 1 and 2 are just absolutely dog shit. Whoever said that this was good to George Lucas was lying.
Rick McCallum, probably.
Well, the thing is,
Callum.
from their point of view, that they were breaking ground with the visual effects, weren't they? So they thought that, you know, people will lap it up, but you know, it hasn't aged well at all, this film, has it? So
not at all. So we've got some Padme fighting a Genosian.
Grunting.
Bamba clat.
I always found this scene a bit weird. Like in a giant pipe or something.
It's an old-fashioned ashtray from that angle.
It's like the borrowers.
It looks like your prolapse rectum,
Wrexham?
Apologies to all my Welsh friends.
I
Never
actually-
joke about a prolapse.
How did she get
rectum.
out of this? I don't understand. I can't remember how she got
It
out of
spills
this.
over. R2 does his magic, and it's.
Oh, here we
We've not done
go.
a
They have
bumming
these-
joke for a while.
I've done about 6 in the last 3 minutes.
We literally had rapid fire bumming jokes a few minutes ago. Oh, here he goes. This is what you wanted, Megan, wasn't it? Flying R2.
Why?
Just when you thought C-3PO was annoying, R2 pulls out some fucking hover jets. Oh dear.
I know, but didn't it occur to them that if you do that, how comes he didn't do anything in Empire Strikes Back when he got stuck in the swamp? Or do you know what I mean? Or in Star Wars?
Because he hadn't
Well,
thought
why?
of it.
Well, why did they do that? I just don't understand.
Redcon.
Yeah.
Star Wars is
Oh.
full of retcons.
So we actually have the decapitation of C-3PO here, don't we? How does this happen? Because it happens rather quick. I mean, what lobs
Well,
his head
one
off?
minute I'm giving head, the next I don't have one.
Boom. What? Oh no. And then his head falls onto the conveyor belt, and it is really just
Roger.
cringe
Oh, it's
attempt at
just
comedy,
utter
isn't it?
Dog
It's not
shit,
good.
this.
Yes, it's
Utter
not good.
dog shit.
It is. They don't even have the same head mounts.
No.
So in the next scene, you see the battle droid's head being attached, and then C-3PO's head being attached. But C-3PO has got a collar assembly, whereas the battle droids don't.
Will he have a different operating system as well?
Well, they kind of do, because C-3PO's operating system is in his positronic brain, whereas the battle droids is in their chest.
Roger.
What I don't get, how can the same guy who gave us the dismemberment of C-3PO and then Chewie having to fight the Ugnaughts to get his parts back and then carrying him and then he puts his head on the wrong way. Now that's kind of, that worked, didn't it, in the context of the scene? And then the same guy gave us this.
Oh, it's not the same guy. It's Lawrence Kasdan wrote the
it's Lawrence
screenplay
Kasdan.
for Empire.
It's true because Lucas had very little to do with Empire Strikes Back
He
in
didn't,
reality.
yeah.
Carry on up the clones.
Which is probably why it's the
Very
best
good.
Star
Very
Wars
good.
film.
Very good.
That's the thing, you see. George Lucas and Gene Roddenberry were bad for their own creations, weren't they?
Oh, look at that.
You like
This
that?
feels
or
like
you-
I'm watching an episode of
Fucking-
Clone Wars right here.
Look at
Yes.
that. Drink it. Just drown your sorrows, everybody. Fucking hell.
A question, Brownie. If you could have your head put on anyone's body, whose body would you have it put on?
Sweeney's body, isn't it?
Brie Larson.
Yeah, I'll go with that. No, oh, God, yeah.
No, you'll have to look at those feet.
That's right, yeah.
You'll have to look at those feet. But
Um,
Sweeney's got
I'm-
cute feet.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Sweeney. Go for the younger model.
Okay. And Brian, if you could have anyone's head put on your body, whose head would you have put on?
The real Brian Young, of course. Who else?
We got some. We got a super chat.
Yeah, go on. I'll keep it going. if you do the super chat.
Swaps, yeah, available, mate.
Aye.
Please.
Dark Knight in the chat for $4.99. Smilex flew to the States twice for these prequels, and Kibbers went to a hypnotist to forget the plot of the Phantom Menace. Very true. That is very true.
You've still not recovered, have you, Swappers?
I really wish I'd forgotten it.
MJ's got a novel suggestion. He'd want Ruin's round head, so he might be able to understand The Last Jedi. Well, you know.
Nothing to understand, mate. Nothing to understand. It's shit. That's it. End of story.
What are these? These old
I don't
Genos?
know.
It's just
a bit weird, isn't it?
fucking machinery clunking and conveyor belts and Super Mario Anakin.
That's the campus Anakin's looked all
Yeah.
movie anyway. Oh, it's all
Lots
a
of
bit blurry.
blurriness.
Yeah.
We'll blast through these. It's just
See this
is
bit,
it the metal plate thing going down? Is it the die cast stamper thing?
Oh yeah.
The
Traps us on.
chompers.
Mm.
See this bit. Remember, I was talking about having wasted it. The only spoiler I had for the entire film was that seeing the toy and the arm was detachable. So when this happened, I thought, "Oh, is this the moment where his arm comes off?"
Oh, okay.
Kevin in the chat says, "Welcome to removing the chat as you're about to read the chat on the Mr. Brown Lives channel."
Who was it?
That one.
Oh, there you go.
Kevin in the chat says, "My head on a blue whale's body would be funny."
That'd be novel, certainly. So he's stuck. I mean, how did it not completely mangle his arm? Is rather coincidental, wasn't it? But, and then we've got the hot lava flowing into the old ashtray, or it could also be a sexual innuendo, but I'm not going there.
There's a fuck up in this scene as well, because after R2
big
shuts it off, you still see the light shining as if it's just about to. Globules of molten metal straight into Padme's head.
Globules.
Globules.
Globules on Mr. Brown Lights.
Globules of Harry.
That's Anakin. He's got very thin, spindly legs, Anakin. I assume that's his leg. I don't know.
It might be a stand-in. Who knows?
And obviously we're all on the edge of our seats wondering if Portman's going to climb out the old ashtray, but there's the globule.
Globule.
And R2 is doing his
good
thing.
old R2.
Yeah. He's a bit of a one-trick pony, though, isn't it? It's always the fucking extendable thing in the wall.
That globule you saw there was actually, it goes into a different pot. Just to make you think as if, oh, she's done for, and then it switches back and it's not her pot.
So
they did that.
We've been paid a comment, a compliment, even.
A paid compliment.
Malwinius Serrano Olfren from Newark. Brits are the best for reviewing movies. I do not know why, but they can shit on something verbally, and it still sounds like a lordly advice.
Lordly advice. There we go.
The Lord. That's what he's talking about.
The lad.
Yeah.
Oh well, we've got a super chat. We must do it immediately. So I'll. Why don't we get Kippers on this one, if you would, Kippers?
Christ almighty.
Who is that?
Garth Knight in the chat for $4.99. Rebecca Gold will make a fortune if she reveals the brilliance of The Last Jedi while solving crimes and stuff.
Say, to quote Megan, Bob Hope and
no hope. No hope.
Has she ripped the top yet? That's all anyone's interested in, surely, isn't it?
That's when when she's tied to the thingy thing.
What's going on here? Is this Brown's a shower?
The chomper thing.
Yeah, Anakin's got his hand trapped under there. And can't move it, and obviously he's going through the assembly line, forgetting that in that hand he is holding a lightsaber which he could just ignite at any point and slice that metal off.
Fair point.
But no, he sits on the conveyor belt until it chops it in half, leaving him weaponless for the rest of the film. Well, until the end.
Always with the goddamn hand installed.
Yeah, that bit is shit, by the way. There you go.
Oh, there you go, Kelly. Go for it, my friend. So he's still trapped in this goddamn thing, and then it's like a James Bond moment, isn't it? The laser's getting closer. Oh, God, what's going to happen? Oh, no, not again.
Oh, no, not again.
That's everyone else's thoughts when they join this stream tonight.
Oh, not again.
Everyone's going to kill me. Oh, God, yeah. How to ramp up the tension, George? And Padme's from the frying pan into the fire, isn't she? She's now captured by the Genosians.
I think we've got a chat aimed at us.
Don't move, Jedi.
Specifically you, Ruin. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, okay. Best Test Devo says, I'm Mr. Brown at Ruin the Man Baby. Padme is the movie's girl boss.
Oh, yes.
Where are all the women? Lucas was a sexist bigot. Well, we don't know the gender of the Genosans, so hold your damn horses there. And obviously,
when you go through.
I was
Padme's
gonna say-
mother was God.
take a drink, take a drink.
Drink, everybody.
Padme.
I'm not saying another word.
Did we do this super chat? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes, but I think we should keep doing it.
Okay. Girth Knights for $5. Rebecca Gold will make a fortune if she reveals the brilliance of The Last Jedi while solving crimes and stuff. Full stop. Or period. Cheers, Garth.
Look who's in the chat, everyone. It's Dark Side of the
Oh, get in!
Forget the
Hey,
women.
long time.
Long
We're
time.
Where are all the woks? Is that just short for Ewoks, or does he mean literally woks?
He means literally
Literally
what?
what?
Oh wow. Well, we had those kind of ashtray things. That was the closest you're going to get, I think. Yeah, I was just going to say, obviously, if this was Disney, then this Mandalorian would take his helmet off, and it'd be freckly Jesus girl underneath, wouldn't it? Sure,
Are we
Brian
doing
was
some
gonna say
wok
something.
jokes?
No.
No.
Move along.
We'll save the wok jokes for the Acolyte, I think.
So they're captured now, aren't they? They're captured by Django and the Genosians, and we finally get to the arena.
Yay!
Whee!
Obviously, this is a Colosseum reference, isn't it? Trying to.
Good night,
yeah.
Amelia.
Okay, Brownie, what are the chances we get to at least the part where Portman rips the top?
I don't know. We've got 24 minutes. I don't know.
Come on, let's damn well do this. We're going to see some.
I'm
ripped
not
top
a-
Mandy.
I'm not afraid. Where's Barbara when we need her? I'm not afraid to die.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's terrible.
I've been dying a little bit each day since you came back into my life.
I don't remember having fucking cerebral palsy, Brown.
Brownie with the
Ugh.
what's that female comedian?
Chris-
Rosie, someone.
I was going to say Christy Brownie.
I find that
he gets
this
it,
line
doesn't
works a lot better if you sing it. I've been dying,
Dying a little
each
bit each day since you came back into my leaf.
Move along. What the bloody hell are you talking about, lass? Welcome to Yorkshire Star Wars on the Mr. Brownlines channel.
Oh, you can write these lines, George, but you can't say them.
I
Oh,
love you.
You fucking what, love?
why is he so pissed off?
Oh,
Why has
it's-
Anakin got all mega geek?
oh,
What?
He's like he's pissed off already. He's like, what? You love me?
You love me. I have done since you were 9.
What?
Love you long time.
Oh, we've
I thought that we had decided not to fall in love. That we would be first to live a lie.
George
First,
he didn't do romance, did he?
And that would destroy our lives.
He's not likable at all, is he?
I think our lives are about to be destroyed.
That's why you don't feel
anyway.
sorry for you don't feel sorry for him at
Yeah.
all.
I mean, you got to wonder at this point how on earth he turned into Darth Vader, you sad little emo.
God,
Here's
it's
one from
awful.
Atom. Is this John Williams the only one earning his check here?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, no one else we could doff our
Yeah.
cap to. No. Okay.
Yeah, the
The art
music's
department.
terrific in this film, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Music.
the design in the art department knock it out of the park, especially if you ever look at the art of books.
Yeah.
Doug
I
Chiang,
really deeply
etc.
love you.
Oh, fucking somebody fast forward us before Brown has an
Wait,
aneurysm.
hold on.
Fuck's sake.
I don't remember these scenes. Are they actually saying those lines?
Yes.
They're
They
awful.
actually are.
This is very, very, very poor.
Go on, Brown. I know you're loving it. Give us your full cerebral palsy on this.
Go
if
on
you
then,
would.
what am I doing?
This line.
Before we die, I want you to know.
That was Padme's line, incidentally.
Who cares? Loud cheering.
Oh, I thought there was another line coming. That was it. Oh, George, you let us down. So here we go. They're entering the arena, and what do we think on the arena design? Let's get Swappers in because I know he likes his set design. What do you think of this catacomb style arena that we have here, Swappers?
I think by this point George Lucas was going through his list of ecosystems and planets ideas. Thinking, I haven't done that one yet. Let's have a giant life person-sized ant colony on screen and turn it into a big arena. Essentially, that's what we got. It's not. It's probably one of the worst ones, I think, out of all of the movies. To be honest with you, absolute wank. Yeah.
As the creature pulling the thing that they're in, has it got a butt plug in, or what's going on the arse end of that creature?
Dutch cap.
Give me drink.
Yeah, side feet. We're on the same level.
Crocodile head, isn't he? Looks like a crocodile's head.
Well, it's better than crocodile shoes.
Channeling his inner Jimmy Neal now.
It's a shame you didn't catch Obi-Wan's reaction as Padme and Anakin passed him, because it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What's she putting in or taking out of her mouth here with the old hair clip? Okay.
One of Anakin's pubes, I think.
I nearly said that very thing, Swappers. I thought that's a bit much.
Nah, not at all, Brown. Not at all. I was beginning to wonder if you got my message.
Oh my god.
I transmitted it as just as you requested,
Master.
Drink.
Terrible dialogue takes any tension away from the scene, doesn't it? It's crazy.
It's awful
Like they don't look or seem the slightest bit arsed about the fact they're about to be eaten alive. It's just
there's no emotion going on at all.
It's fucking wank.
You missed the one joke that almost lands in the entire film, where Kenobi says, "Good job." After he says,
that's the best line in the film, that is.
Yeah, he fucking...
you missed it, Brown. You took every single frame of the movie apart from the best
Right,
one.
stream's over. I need to go do the slides, everybody.
Look at all those clitorises and
Oh my god! I didn't want to say it. I thought that was too dodgy. But thanks, Brian.
the little man in the boat.
Oh yes, the chat are enjoying that one. Good spot, Brian.
Very good.
Well, it's about to get real because we have a big scary monster with horns at the side of his head, and he's very normal human-looking teeth, though, not
dentures.
fangy or scary. It's like Jurgen Klopp. What the fuck?
Football joke, everybody.
And then we have this tentacly type. What is it like? Someone's going to come up with a good.
The scales of these monsters are so wrong. They don't look large at all. The scale's completely wrong.
This is the Ackley, or that green one.
Oh,
I only know it because that's the one that I absolutely fucking hate, and I love it when Obi-Wan just slices them to bits.
Yeah.
This one's maybe my favorite. This little
the
one with the big mouth. Yeah. And then what's happening here is the guy, the Genosian, tries to kind of prod him in the right direction, and he just turns around and goes
wallop
nuts, and destroys him. Which is, and there's the classic line. Okay, well,
drink.
It's so terribly misused in this. I mean, it's in
Drink.
just about almost every single film, but it usually has a proper context and it works. You know, and it's partly Han Solo's
Delivery.
Harrison. Yeah, exactly. Harrison Ford makes it funny, but this is just very poor.
They could have even done like a variation on it, couldn't they? You know.
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't.
Or
I
left
like
it
the
out
production
altogether.
designs of these creatures, though. I've got to admit, it's just that, you know, what with them being CG, you just don't care, really, do you?
Yeah, as I said, right, the way they design them, they haven't designed them huge. The scale's really crap. Even when they jump on the back and everything, it just doesn't look right. Then again, it was it was new, something new, I guess. I don't know.
That is worth pausing on that frame, though, isn't it, for Girth's observation? Yeah.
Girth correctly just flagging that. And
We've got super chat as well.
oh, let's have it then.
Would you like to? Z, you available to do a Girth super chat, please?
Yes, Girth Knicket for $4.99 says, I just want to shout out Dark Side of the Walk and the listening fat fans. Attack of the Clones is not great, but it seems better via Brownie's slide. What stream are you on, mate?
Exactly. Exactly.
Cheers, Girth.
You can get the whole movie done in a good 2.5 hours, or you can sit through 23 hours of Brown stream.
You know, as bad as this film is, and as dodgy and kind of low rent it is, and saturated with aging CGI, it's a hell of a lot better than anything Disney made, isn't it? Still,
It's true.
with the exception of maybe Rogue One.
We're getting a horse shot there, folks. So enjoy that one.
Well, at least she's wearing something clingy, and you can tell it's a female.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So
You sure? Remember the guy that spins around in Flashdance?
that's true. That is true as well. Yeah.
You know, and Anakin's not even looking. What's wrong with you, Anakin? God damn.
Anakin, you're missing a glorious house shot.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah. She seems to be on the top of things. Oh my god.
Oh God. She'll be on top of Obi-Wan soon, won't she? Oh yes.
God, that sounded like something from Carry On just now.
Well, she's been a bit more proactive than Anakin and Obi-Wan. At least she's trying to do something about it. Yes, Smilex, you're right. Here we go. Anyway, what's this called again, Brian?
The Ackley.
The Acolytes. Yeah, the Acolytes.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
What's its weapon? Just basically these spindly legs.
Yeah, it tries to chop you.
And big
Who's got the
fucking
best
teeth.
Who's got the best guns? Is it this green acolyte, or is it Jar Jar Binks?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Not a bad set of guns on it. Oh, Obi-Wan. Is that Obi-Wan roaring?
It's Barry Gibb in it.
He's just shot himself.
Stay alive.
Barry Gibb.
What's his plan here, Obi-Wan?
There's his plan.
Ah, there we go. The timing, isn't it, Brown? It's all about the timing.
Secret comedy.
No. And then this one charges.
God, it's shite.
It's bad
Brown.
CG, isn't it?
The CG on the base is awful.
But that's the thing, you see. So I don't know if you guys remember the Star Trek movie, the one JJ did. The big the ship that the main villain was in. In the computer, they designed the ship the size that it should be. So it was huge in the computer. It took up so much data. But with these creatures, it seems like they designed it in such a way in the computer that it's small. It's not the size that it should be. And that's why it looks tiny, because they never didn't design it of the scale in the computer that it should be. Maybe they didn't have enough time or something. I don't know.
Just want to briefly skip back because Kevo has come up with one of my favorite contributions of the night. He says that monster has the piercing of an Instagram influencer.
Very good. Very good.
He's got a ring in his nose as well, isn't he? Is that a ring in his nose there?
That's the one.
Yep. Got a septum piercing right there.
Yeah.
Small mouth though, hasn't it? Not a very impressive mouth. So he's jumped on the back and he's going to use his chain to kind of ride the goddamn thing. And
Mm.
oh, now this looks rather frightening, doesn't
I
it?
will say that's good.
Mm.
I don't know, the third doesn't look very convincing on this thing.
When you watch it in real time, it's
No, what I have.
They nailed that bit. It's about the only part they did.
But the scratch that he gives her on her back, she should have been bleeding a lot more.
No.
I mean,
Well, there
that's
you
a big stab there. Do you know what I
It is a
mean?
big stab, and I'll tell you why it doesn't matter in a few moments.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go. Here we
Okay.
go.
Tease.
Khalid's got a fair question. How does Padme drop 30 feet onto the back of that beast and not shatter her pelvis?
perhaps it's low
Okay,
gravity.
here we go. Now, somebody
Okay.
actually made the calculation for this, taking into account Natalie Portman's height, weight, the relative height of the pillar to the ground, and based on one Earth gravity. Padme's crotch actually withstands 14,432 newtons of force. Now, to put this into perspective, bones start to break at 4,000 newtons of force, which means that Padme's snatch is stronger than Beskar armor.
In other words, are you saying it's shite?
I'm saying she's got the strongest vagina in the galaxy.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
it gives birth to Luke.
And Leia.
And then she
I
dies
don't
of
like
sadness.
I don't like Django. They should never have had Django Fett in this. at
Oh,
all.
I love a bit of Django.
Such
What is
a-
it you don't like about Django, Megan?
It's just a copy of Boba. And why
Well.
introduce Boba Fett into this as well? It's stupid. Why couldn't Boba Fett just appeared when he
Oh,
did?
look at
Why did they need to
that.
introduce every freaking character from the first movie?
Drink,
into
everybody.
this? It's ridiculous.
Look at that. That's dog shit.
Oh.
Again,
Well, I think this was to imply, because Boba Fett is 10 in this,
yeah.
they actually started producing the droid army prior to Attack of the Clones. So this plan that that Senator Palpatine has undertaken has actually been planning for a very long time.
Is it just me? Is it the drink? Is it the time of night? But the mouth doesn't work for me. I don't know what's going on with all those teeth. It's almost like you ask AI to create a monster and it's just fucked it up and just doesn't seem right. I don't know. Can't work that out. There we go. Oof.
She
She kicks it. Yeah.
Girl boss.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, back then it wasn't a girl boss. We would be, if we saw that kind of thing today, we'd probably see it through that filter, which is a shame.
Well, the thing is, though, she is quite tough, isn't she? So it kind of makes sense, really. And she's meant to be the heroine of the whole piece. So,
Has anyone got a Nemoidian in the locker by any chance?
you mean Jewish?
Well,
fella?
Jesus.
Might have to edit that part out.
No, but that's
I'll take it out later.
no, but isn't that what they're trying to imitate, right?
It's Asian, which means I cannot do
Oh,
the
I
impersonation
see.
without getting cancelled.
I see. Okay, sorry.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
Yeah. Japanese.
I thought it was. Oh no, it was the other fellow with the big nose. That was the Jewish character, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was that in the first movie, wasn't it? The first one.
Terrible Jewish stereotyping.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I got them mixed up. Sorry.
I'm still waiting all these years. We've yet to have a Scouse stereotype in Star Wars.
We had an Irish one, didn't we? In the new
Scottish.
So was it Scottish? Oh, Scottish. In the new one, yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
Han Solo.
That fucking guy from Glasgow, and he made his name Balatic.
Oh, look
And,
how shit that looks.
He's welcome to interrupting Brian again.
Drink, everybody.
Fished on half a can of Top Deck, channel.
Oh, it's gone.
Again, that's why they don't look. That's why they don't look big. They look tiny. They look like they, the size of I guess the size of a Evian water bottle. That's what they look like. They should look a lot more heavier, a lot more bigger.
Check Smilex out dropping the knowledge. Yes, Smilex, you're right. Peter Serafenovich, or whatever his name is pronounced. Yep. Good.
Yeah, typical Scouse name.
Yes.
So he just looks stupid.
Is this when he kind of befriends it or something?
Well, he jumps on it. He tries
Oh.
to calm it down and tries to use it as a horse, doesn't he, or something like that?
Yeah.
There's the Crocodile Dundee thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Crocodile shoes.
Are you drunk by any chance, Boom?
No,
There's Padme.
not
Just
drunk enough.
is Padme force healing herself?
No, she's undoing her thingy, isn't she?
Oh.
Easy.
Remarkably similar to Brie Larson's feet, those, aren't they?
What a horrible design, though.
Is this channeling Ray Harryhausen a bit?
Bit.
Right.
There is a bit of that, yeah. It's just not done with the
Like
same
classic
charm.
Monsters 50s.
Yes, I think specifically there's a scene where Obi-Wan throws the pike that he has, and the Ackley just snaps it.
Yes,
and the way
Jason of the
goes between
Argonauts.
both.
Yeah.
Goes between both scenes, and you see him kind of looking up, and then it cuts back. That's very Harryhausen.
Growling.
Brown, could you give me some subdued growling, please?
Grr, arg.
Whoa,
Whoa, yeah. Whoa.
got facial acting here from Hayden, or just absolute bollocks?
Bollocks.
Oh, yep, he's really riding that thing, isn't he? Wow. And meanwhile,
definitely.
Obi-Wan's having a fence off with the
Jason of the Argonauts.
the acolytes.
But you know what? I think I prefer the Jason and the Argonauts
Oh, God,
practical.
yeah, the stop motion. And now he's encouraging Padme to jump. Is this the jump you're talking about, Zee, or was that the one?
No, this is the jump.
This
This is the
jump. This
Yeah,
jump
this
right
is the
here.
one. Okay. Is that that's dead? Is it the one with the rat tail?
Yeah.
Yep.
What else
Yeah.
going on? Yeah, that's dead. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Oh, suddenly Mega Geek doesn't want to go so
Oh, he's
fast. on
perked
the
up.
Oh,
slides.
hello.
Hello. She's in good shape for this movie, Padme,
She
wasn't
is
she?
very good shape.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want at least a few ones before we move on from this scene. But yeah, she's rocking a good old washboard abs there, isn't she? Yes, there they
Pretty
all
good.
flood in. Here
Look
we
at
go. Here's all the ones. Yes.
Good sized boobies as well.
Oh, yeah.
No, like two bee stings, but Ian.
No, well, no, for her frame. For her frame, it's a good
Yeah.
size. Let's face it. Yeah, exactly.
Chat's lit up with wands.
Z.
Yes.
Jeez, Z, come on.
What?
I thought you were devoted to your master.
All you
When it
humans
came
look
to-
alike to me.
All right.
Oh, Kevo, that's harsh. Brownie,
Besides,
we
Uncle
appear
Owen's
to
moves are
appear
much
to have
bigger.
reached the end of the slides.
What do you want to do then? Are we done?
Well,
Another
we've got-
half hour.
It's down to you, Ruin.
Silence.
So you haven't got no more slides. So you're not going to jump on this creature then?
No,
Oh,
there's
we do
another.
have to load some
Shall
more.
we? What do you want to do? Go to the end of this scene then.
Okay, well let's wrap at the end of the the arena
Yeah,
fight scene.
okay.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, everyone's enjoying. Oh, here we go. Here's the jump. Oh, she's a bit straight legged on the jump there, isn't she? That's gonna hurt in the morning. Is that really how she lands? Fucking hell.
Yeah, she does. It's ridiculous.
She wants him.
Oh, George.
Still
Obi-Wan's-
fighting this fucking thing.
Yeah. Is that a drink for the arse shots on Obi-Wan? Probably is, isn't it?
Chops his legs off, doesn't he?
Just Obi's body language posture that's wrong. Or is it just me?
He's literally just thrown this pike straight into the creature, so that's him doing the following through. And you don't want to follow through when you're wearing the cream-coloured underpants there.
I like this comment just for its pithiness from a chap which calls himself Ohio Pigeon. He just says, "Fuck everything." That's the spirit.
Very good.
Oh,
There we
wow.
go. Full on
Oh.
Richard still go there.
Barry Gibb. We call him Barry Gibb.
Kevo's been non-stop sexual innuendos the whole evening. Now comes out with Portman doesn't do it for me.
Same here. Just
God.
no, nothing.
I think
Nothing.
she's
He's
very,
more
I
of
think
a-
she's
more-
very, very pretty.
Yeah,
Very pretty.
more of a McGregor kind of guy, aren't you, Kevo? Oof.
That's the bit you're talking about.
Oof.
Where he snaps the,
Oof.
snaps the toothpick.
Yeah, he pulls it out of himself and then snaps.
Mm.
Poor animals. They didn't deserve that.
I reckon the reason why these things are designed that way because it's easier to animate.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon.
Well,
Just
not only that, they're also
replicate.
not human, so there's no blood.
Yeah, I guess.
At this
2
point,
hours.
he hasn't actually killed him. He doesn't kill him till later on.
Was it ever explained why there's no blood on Padme's back as well?
No, well, it's
Yes,
a kids'
there's a
film,
little-
innit?
No, there is. There's blood at the start. There's a couple of continuity errors where she doesn't actually have the blood on it.
Mm. Well, she was the stand-in for her, wasn't she, Kira? So
In the first film,
in the first film, yeah.
Now this is this where we're getting close to the famous scene of
Biato.
Django losing his head? I don't know.
Too many characters in this film. Should have been
Yeah.
less.
Oh, here we go.
Robot,
remember.
robots.
Oh,
Is it? I remember. I don't really think it is. I mean,
No,
they were
it's
in the
not.
previous
I thought they were
film.
battle droids.
They are,
Yeah,
but they were in the previous film, and so were the
Yeah.
Because
other ones. Yep.
Mm.
Battle droids, droidicas, and battle droids.
And guess who shows up?
Who?
Motherfucker.
surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
oof. I mean, the guns are not
God.
pointing at the right place, are they? Looking at them, they're just going to.
That looks garbage.
Too low. Too low.
Yeah. Here he is.
I don't understand this. Why didn't he just come in swinging?
Sorry?
Why didn't Mace Windu come in and chop his head off and chopped everybody in half?
They still don't know who the Sith Lord is.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
All they know is these people have put the Jedis in danger. Why does he come to talk? Why does he just chop them all up and then go down there and rescue? Why do they need to talk?
This motherfucking party's over.
It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
And we've got backup, haven't we? We've got a few more Jedi here.
Useless Jedis because most of them get killed.
Cannon fodder. I
Yeah.
don't like
no.
the posing. The posing's pretty
Was Ahsoka there?
sad.
So yeah.
Nope. Is it
That's
fuck?
nice.
No, it's Ayla
Shakti.
Secura. Oh, yeah, Shakti.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
Shakti.
it's Shakti and Barasofi. Not Barasofi. Luminara.
Luminari and Julie. Yep.
Yeah.
This motherfucking party's over.
Atom could have a point there. Isn't it? A little bit of a pout, isn't there? But a glossy pout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
look at those immaculately bladed eyebrows.
Yeah.
well, when that's the only hair on your goddamn body you've got to work with, you've got to make the most of it, haven't you?
You know how he
Uh,
got this part though? It was all because of Chris Evans, not Chris Evans, the American fellow. Chris Evans, the British DJ.
Ginger.
He was on TFI Friday, and Chris Evans asked him if there was any film you'd want to star in. What film would you like to star in? And he said Star Wars. And George Lucas heard it. And then the next week, he invited him to Skywalker and said to him, "I'll give you a part in the film." And he asked what part it was, and then he said that'll be a good part. And he says, and then Samuel L. Jackson said to George, "I don't care as long as I'm in Star Wars. I just don't care. Put me in Star Wars." And that's how he got the part. They created the part for him.
Wow.
There you go. Chris Evans got a lot to blame for, isn't he? So there you go.
So, I mean, as scenes go, it's carries a little bit of weight, doesn't it? When you got two good actors like these
Yeah,
two.
they're both heavyweights, aren't they?
Heavy footsteps approaching.
Heavy
Ooh.
footsteps approaching.
It's Lizzo, everyone. She's arrived.
Have you seen that footage of Lizzo trying to get up the steps of her dress?
Yeah, she looks like a
Yeah.
gigantic waffle cone.
Yeah. Yeah. Bit of pew pew. See, look, he just stood there talking. He could have just chopped them all up and then end the story. You have to wait till those robots came along to try and kill you. Silly man.
Oh, and now we've got Django with all his tricks, his bag of tricks.
With the funny men in a boat wall.
Oof.
Thing is, though,
Oof.
he's really cool. This Jedi,
Mm.
really, really cool.
He's
I think
very well outnumbered here.
Sam Jackson actually said in an interview his lightsaber's got the words "bad motherfucker"
It has, yeah.
engraved on it. Yeah.
But also the reason why it's purple, because there's, I think he's the only one who has a purple lightsaber, is because he wanted to see himself when everybody's battling in the cinema. He said he wanted to see where he was in the wide shot, and he's the only one who's got a purple lightsaber, so he'd be able to spot himself.
Cheers, Dan.
Didn't he ask George Lucas directly?
He did, yeah.
And he said, no,
Yeah.
there's either blue or green, and that's it. And then when he went to show him it, showed him
Yeah.
the snaps. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Motherfucker says what? Yeah, you're getting a purple lightsaber there, son.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, here's...
Stupid
it's-
joke.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I have
Oh.
to stop and remind. So this isn't C-3PO. This is actually the battle droid on the body of C-3PO, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
C-3PO's somewhere else, his head. Oh, God.
He's
we
on,
forgot.
his head's on a battle droid.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, blurriness.
It's the
Lens
big
flare.
kind of repulsor cannon.
Mm.
And Padme's hit the deck again. Obi-Wan with another classic pose.
It's like he's doing a poo, isn't it?
Does, yes.
Hold
One
on.
out there.
I've got to take one out. Zap.
What do you make of this battle scene? Any fans of this big battle?
It's all right.
It's
I
like
don't mind
just-
it, but it's entirely undercut by the C-3PO shiter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
look at
really
that.
interrupts the flow of the fight. But this is
Yeah.
the biggest Jedi fight that they've had
Mm.
in all of Star Wars so
Yeah,
far.
history of Star Wars. Yeah.
Wow.
But they're apparently going to try and better this in the Acolyte.
Oh,
Oh,
can't
yes.
wait.
Who cares? Who cares?
Wow. Look at this, all those lightsabers and the smoke and
It's-
the bodies.
It looks like
blood.
kind of, like kind of like a Ben-Hur arena scene or something,
Yeah.
but only shitter.
There's Boba Fett.
And one of
Boba
the
Fett.
Jedi in the
Oh,
arena is
God.
actually using two lightsabers, both
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Really?
green
Yeah.
one and a blue one. If you look
Mm.
carefully,
Wow. Oh, and here's Z.
Oh,
So Z, you what? I don't want to dwell too much on it. But so Z, is Z controlling the body movements, or is he just kind of a passenger plunked on the body? I don't understand what's
he's a
going on.
passenger.
He is right.
He
So
is,
it's
yes.
his mind is there, but he can't control the body. Okay, it's a bit like Joe Biden, I guess, isn't it? Or the reverse. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. What is it's a bad choice, George.
oh. Z, you gonna say the lines, mate?
I'm programmed for etiquette, not destruction.
Roger, Roger.
And there's Samuel L. kicking ass.
Motherfucker.
The old back-to-back stance. Yes. I mean, this must have been good fun to shoot this scene, was it? A lot of green.
What, in front of a green screen?
Yeah, true.
Oh, God.
I just I really don't mind this scene, other than the fucking, well, two bits piss me off: the C-3PO bit and the kind of Deus Ex Machina appearance of the clone troopers. It's that same horrible thing they used. Game of Thrones did it twice very badly that I remember. There's a big fight scene. You get to the point and you think, what's going to happen? Where can this possibly go? And then out of nowhere, instead of coming up with a clever way of getting out of it, out of nowhere comes another army. Or like, not so much the Lord of the Rings, but I think the follow-ups, where they do that, and Gandalf just suddenly magically appears as soon as they need to get themselves out of a sticky situation.
Yeah. All very convenient. So that's Django taking out a Jedi, isn't it?
The worst Jedi ever.
Yeah. Does he do the little gun spin thing here and put it back in
The
the holster?
RoboCop, yeah.
He does, yeah, does.
Wasn't that a joke on set that he looked like RoboCop and then he started doing it or something?
No.
Well, despite our best efforts to change his mind, but the General Grievous 19 says, I love Attack of the Clones and you won't change my mind. Well,
That's okay.
I'm genuinely pleased that you like it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Good for you.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Everybody's got to love something. Some people love scat.
I don't mind this movie myself.
Well,
I mean, I know it's a
I
hell
think
of a
you say I
lot.
don't mind scat.
Well, don't know about that, bro. Leave it to you.
Zee, if you can send me those videos back, thanks, mate.
Of course.
Nah, I don't mind this movie at all. It's got its problems, but maybe watching at the time, I wasn't so much tearing into it. It wasn't until maybe the internet forum slightly later you look at it and you start to pull it to pieces here and there. But yeah, I can always stick it on and give me more entertainment than anything Disney's produced.
The problem with this scene, it just looks like the worst choreographed. Go back. Scene. It just looks like a collection of individual parts thrown.
Yeah, it's the framing's not really creative. Is it? It's very kind of flat, and we just need a wide shot because we need to get all these people in. You know, it's not thinking creatively about angles and things, about making coloring and making lighting and all that kind of stuff. He's not making those decisions at all. He's just putting things on screen because they need to be there.
I think the problem with that, it comes with the studio environment they were using at the time.
That's right.
You know, it's different when you've got something like the large scale CG shots you've got with the fight that's just coming up after this, because they can composite it however they want.
They should have really went out to a desert area and then shoot stuff on the front, so that the actors know that there's something physical in front of them, and then combine the CG together with the physical area. But they didn't do that because this was all green screen, and it was the actors have to pretend where they are. So,
Zee, were you going to say something now?
No.
No. Okay.
We've got super chats. Ceteris Parabolus for $5. Thank you, my friend. Mega. How did we come to this? Also, Mega looks like he's taking a poo.
Oh, someone's keeping the receipts.
Well, someone's paying attention.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting to a climactic moment here because Django is taking on. Oh, well, he's taken out the beast, hasn't he? Which rolled him around. And next up,
he's going to lose his head now, isn't he?
Yes.
Look at that! Look at
Look at that!
It's a great moment. Do you think this is where they got the inspiration for Mando? I feel as though Mandalorian's closer to Django than he ever was to Boba Fett.
There should have been a Boba Fett series. It shouldn't have been Mandalorian, as far as.
Oh well, you're in for a pleasant surprise. There is a Boba Fett series.
I know there is. But I'm just saying that
one.
In the beginning, when they were actually bringing Star Wars back, it shouldn't have been the Mandalorian. It should have been Boba Fett. They should have done it properly.
Yeah, traveling the Empire, catching bounties, bringing them in.
That's right.
The trouble is,
complete hard bastard.
Yep, that's what it should
the trouble is, Boba Fett is more of I think he's better suited to being an antagonist. And you can't really, I don't think you can lead a series with an antagonist unless he's going to be a tragedy.
Well, what you could have
the
done
Joker, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what you could have done with Boba Fett was that he was always in the background, and the story is created with other people every week. But then Boba Fett is part of that story, and is involved somehow, and then goes away, and then next week is the same thing with other actors. And Boba Fett never takes his helmet off. He only speaks when he has to, and he's a very mysterious person. That's what they should have done. But
And he never gets beaten up by women.
That's right. And they gave us Mandalorian.
There you go. The Ace 2. Boba was great in the books.
Yeah. I mean,
and the comics. And did you ever notice in the scene when he decapitates Jango Fett that as the helmet lands, the head goes off in a different direction?
The shadow. Yeah.
But why didn't the son run to the head and pick it up and do that thing? What he did?
Well, I do
you know how much that armor is worth?
Oh God! Yeah.
He can just clone himself a new dad.
Yeah.
Rue, we've got super chats.
I hate it when they change Boba Fett's voice as well to that stupid voice. that they have on this film.
Ruin. Oh, he's gone.
Ruin's gone.
He's dropped off.
He's dropped off. So that's it. Here we go. Garth Knight for $5. Am I the only one not impressed with the execution of the choreography in Django's Demise? It looked uncoordinated.
Well, there's a lot of problems with this movie. George Lucas didn't know what he was doing. That's the thing. And I got the feeling that a lot of people around him, especially the crew, saved his ass while making this film. So I'm not surprised that you feel that way. Do you know what I mean? So
there's a great question there from Khalid Sawar, if you're interested.
How far up, mate?
3
inches.
Your favorite vintage Star Wars action figure was? Oh, mine was Han Solo.
Big head or little head?
The little one. I used to play with that all the time. And he used to have that little gun that you could put in his hand. I used to love it when I was a kid. I lost it though.
Z?
I was quite a fan of the R2-D2 with sensor scope. With the little pop-up one from Empire.
Yeah.
Because they started doing something with the droids in that one, because the C-3PO from Empire came apart, and he got a little vinyl net to put him in, which you could attach to Chewbacca's back. So they're pretty cool. I was also a fan of one of the Power of the Force figures, which was Han Solo in carbonite, where you could insert the figure under the carbonite block to look like he was actually in it.
What about the Tauntaun, where you got the little thing you push in its belly? Do you remember that? The Tauntaun?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
With split apart belly. Just fill it full of spaghetti, just like the
thing. Yeah.
Swappers.
Oh, it's a toss-up between, isn't it always a toss-up between Luke and Luke? Luke Bespin, or rather Dagobah Fatigues, and Luke Jedi, because they were so sought after, those figures, and it was very hard to get them because everyone wanted Luke Skywalker. And I was just left wanting for ages because you could just never find them because all the kids just snapped them off the shelves as soon as they arrived in the shop. And you used to have to get there at like 8:30 every morning every 8:30 on every Saturday morning to try and find one before the kids turned up in the shop in Taylor and McKenna. And I was lucky one day, just on the off chance, I got a Luke Jedi figure. And because of my trials in trying to obtain one, that is probably my favorite out of all of them. I mean, it's hard to choose, but the lovely sort of felty brown cape that he had, and the green lightsaber that you could actually clip in his hand.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Just memories, wonderful memories.
Yeah, we used to have pegs full of Lobot and the Huguenot, which nobody bought.
Yeah. Mine was the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight from Return of the Jedi, same one.
Right.
Which actually got I gave all my Star Wars figures away, which was pretty tragic. But there was a reissue. I think it was either the end of last year or the start of this year, and I managed to get the reissue of that very Luke figure. But I think Khalid Sawar mentions Luke's Jedi nose would always scuff. That's true. Very true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I was lucky that mine didn't, but my family did give all my figures away, so I never got to scuff it. But I did pick up, thanks to Brian's heads up, I did pick up an unwanted figure that was from the Book of Boba Fett retro line for like £3, brand new. from, I think it was Comics and Cocktail. I can't remember now. But
Do you
yeah,
know-
I literally got it yesterday and I popped it out. I thought, yes, I've got my Luke. I've got my Luke back. He's back.
Do you know, my friend, this is a tragic story. My friend, right, wanted Star Wars figures for Christmas, and he got figures for Christmas, but they weren't Star Wars figures because his parents were so excited to give it to him, but it wasn't. It was a rip-off.
Oh no!
Dolls of Star Wars. I remember at school, he was like, he showed me them. I was like, that's not the real Star Wars.
What's the matter,
That's
darling?
the mate
Don't
you
you
are.
like your Obi-Wan Kenobi?
But he said to me he couldn't tell his mum and dad that they're the wrong figures because they were so proud that they got most of the figures with Star Wars. Oh, dear.
Brun, did you have a figure, or were you far too much into Trek at that point?
I was in Star Trek, but I think I had Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, R2D2.
It's a shame Ruin isn't here because he would like this little round.
He would.
Okay. I don't know where he's gone. This is where he's got the saber through the head, isn't it?
Yeah.
Donk.
Donk.
Cauterized wound on the neck there, so no blood.
That's pretty grisly when you think about it, isn't it?
It's good though.
A beheading.
Yeah, that's
Especially in
what
front of
little-
his kid. Sorry, swappers.
Yeah, true. This is what little kids want, though, isn't it? When you're like 10 years old, you want to see kind of stuff that's a bit grown up like this.
Yeah, but
So
sorry, go ahead.
can I just say that Boba Fett had
It
to
is.
go back to this body and take off all the armor because
And it-
it's his armor. It's the same armor.
He's dead.
Did he have to wait to grow into it?
I don't know.
Maybe he went down for a little
Probably.
bit of growth acceleration
Yeah.
from the Caminos.
It would look pretty stupid on a 10-year-old, wouldn't it?
It would. But then again, the costume looks stupid on a 50-year-old fat Australian, New Zealand guy. So there you go.
To be
But
honest,
yeah.
Daniel Logan, who plays Boba in this, would have been much better suited because he
Yeah.
actually looks a lot like Tamura Morrison grown up. So they should have used him in the Boba Fett show for sure.
Yeah.
It would have made a lot more sense. It definitely would be a younger looking Boba instead of the decrepit old grandpa that we got.
What's his
What about
name? What's his name? Mace didn't know his son was there, did he? Or did he?
I don't think he knew it was his son.
Right.
Here you go. This is a very valid question. Punchable face. They should have put him in the back to tank.
Wouldn't have done any good.
Tis but a scratch. All right, we'll call it a draw.
Only men can die from lightsaber wounds, can't they?
Yeah.
Oh, swappers.
Exactly.
Swappers.
God, what's the time? Bloody hell.
Yeah, we're going to finish in a little bit. Side effect. Wait, they killed. Sorry, he did kill somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty gruesome, though, isn't it?
Is this the bit where the Jedi's turn up? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're already there. Did you
Yeah.
go back one slide, Brown? You also noticed that Mace sliced off the top of the rocket.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cool detail.
Yeah, nicely thought of that.
His blaster in 2 pieces as well.
Mm.
Is this a nice little bit of foreshadowing, or am I reading too much into it, the way he reacts to seeing a man losing his head, literally?
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
What do you call it? I love the bit where the ship appears and Yoda's not hanging on to anything. He's just stuck to the floor as the ships fly around. It's just weird.
He's got Brie Larson feet, though, he can stick to things. Where's Kit Fisto? Where's he? The man with the comedy name.
Don't know. A lot of them
Coming
get
up in a
killed, though,
moment.
don't they? Die
He's-
Jedi dogs.
After this slide, I think you'll see Kit Fisto, because he's the one who puts down
There's you there,
3PO.
mate.
He's the only one enjoying himself.
Die, Jedi dogs. Oh, what did I say?
Uh-oh.
Z, are you available, please, my friend?
I most certainly am. Larry in the chat for $5. Have you ever seen YouTuber Charlie Hopkinson? He does hilarious impressions of Star Wars characters, living in his flat, watching Star Wars shows. Yes, I have. I quite like his Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
He's very good.
Banter.
He's very,
Hilarious.
very good. And
The
when
deep fakes.
when Gandalf just pops in every so often as well.
Cheers, Larry. What's happening here?
Nice catch.
It's an interesting hairstyle.
Isn't it?
That Padme gone wrong, isn't it?
Something to ruin. Is he gone for good?
I don't know.
His internet has told him to get fucked.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. That's...
It's a stupid joke, isn't it? Really, C-3PO didn't really need to be in this scene at all.
Yeah.
I mean, how would his brain connect with the body to make it work? With just a little bit of spot welding.
Wow, you don't want to dig too deeply into this, do you?
I've got, speaking of collectibles, I've got Kit Fisto's lightsaber. In fact, just across the room from me right now.
Have you?
nice.
Wow.
The FX one. I've got loads of them, but that's probably the latest one I got. It's pretty cool. Oh, these lines.
Yeah, I
So-
know.
Do lines, eh?
Excuse me, I'm trapped. I can't get up.
Oh, hello.
Oh. It's just video. It's just poor video game.
Yeah, but we keep saying that. But as I said, when it came out, it was groundbreaking.
It
So,
was, yeah.
Yeah.
This must have, at the time, it must have taken an awful lot of processing power to
Yeah,
render on.
yeah, a lot. Yeah. Unfortunately, the format that we're working on, especially the cameras,
Yeah.
didn't survive the years that followed because, as I said, that the quality of this, you can't make a 4K out of this at all.
Yeah.
Well, so they say. I bet you can.
You go groundbreaking and soul shattering.
Shattering. Yeah. It's true. as well.
You,
It's true. It's very true.
Connor, I remember thinking this was shit when it came out.
I didn't like it at all when I saw it, but I did recognize that the effects was groundbreaking. I did realize, you've never seen. Well, I have. Yeah, it's like a computer game, but still.
You call this a diplomatic solution?
I
Call it aggressive negotiations.
yeah, well,
God, is he still fighting that green monster?
He doesn't notice it yet. Yep.
he cuts his legs off and stuff, doesn't he? What a horrible design those things are.
It's not brilliant, is it?
No.
They
You
take
want
some of the.
Go on, Brian.
Sorry, they take some of their early inspiration from the Stormtroopers. Believe it or not, if you look at the Art of books from the Phantom Menace.
Ralph McCory ones.
Yeah, well,
McCory.
the standard Stormtroopers, they kind of did an abstract version of that. If you look closely at the faces, you can kind of see it in the designs.
I just got the feeling that they were designed that way because they were easily to animate that way.
Yeah.
Maybe
Polygons.
Yeah.
Still fighting the green's going to get his claw ripped off something.
Yeah, so just fuck this.
There's a lot of animal abuse in the
A lot of blurring. Oh, here we go.
Colosseum scene.
Obi-Wan breaking the Jaime Lannister rule of not grimacing before you use the blade.
Mm. But it's interesting though how they I mean, Lucas felt the need to include R2 and C-3PO in this scene. If you took them out, it wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever.
Might have flowed better as well. It tends to kind of have the humour in it to take the edge off for the little ones watching it. But they tried the same with Jar Jar and it failed miserably.
Yeah.
This would be greatly improved if they just removed all of the R2 and 3PO scenes.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
A lot tighter fight.
Zee, do you want to do the lines and then we'll finish?
R2, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Oh, stop that, Uncle Owen. Stop! 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 Now, where are you taking me? Oh, this is such a drag show.
Oh my God. What a terrible line.
I think we're going to stop there, folks. So that is it. 2.5 hours. I think we'll finish this next time, folks. So
We will. There's only 20 minutes of movie before the end titles.
We kind of paced it. So, okay, let's put the graphic up. Part 2 of the 12-hour, folks. So that is it. It's bedtime, you see. Chat, you are wonderful. Especially the people who have been here now for how many hours? A lot. Thank you for the interaction, keeping us on our toes, and especially the super chats. Very, very beyond generous, folks. So I do thank you for that. I will thank the guests. Darth Kiplin.
Thank you very much, Brown. Thank you
Cheers,
for the invite. Thanks to the chat, because I was reading it throughout that, and they're great. Thanks to Brian, Z, Ruin, Mega Geek, and yourself. It's always good fun on a Wednesday night, and I don't know what I'd do without it. Probably wank myself into oblivion.
Why not do that on stream like I'm doing?
He did. Yeah. Challenging and all that. Not Brian. Cheers, Brian.
Cheers, Brun. Thanks also to Z, Swappers, Mega, Ruin, and of course the fine folks in the chat. Thank you.
Zee-ThreePIO.
Oh, thank you for having me on, Mr. Brown. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Thanks to the panel, thanks to the people in the lovely chat, and also thanks to Ruin, who should be here for the ending but isn't.
If he's sorted his internet out. And last but by no means least, Mega Geek himself. Diaz.
No worries. Thank you for inviting me.
And obviously the big man baby himself, Ruin Johnson, his internet went, not today. So cheers, Ru. We'll see you next time. That is it, folks. We're going to be back at the weekend. We'll be back at the weekend doing more stuff. So take care, everybody. We will see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everybody.